for this. I think my patience can handle a little bit longer. That's why I'm gonna set out this challenge.
Oh boy.
SummerSlam.
There we go. Finally, she said it. SummerSlam is when it's gonna go down. There you go.
Ripley versus Liv Morgan for my Women's World Championship.
Okay, so it's official. Now Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan takes place in SummerSlam. Perhaps the end of Liv Morgan's revenge tour, we'll find out. But it's good to see everybody. Hope you all are doing well. Good to see you, Ricky, Andrew. We got Anil, we got everybody in the house. Andy, Berman. Good to see everybody.
I'm not the same Liv Morgan that you knew. And just like I helped Dominik finally beat his deadbeat dad, something that you couldn't do, I'm finally gonna beat you too. So I accept. Oh, and Daddy Dom, I hope to see you there too. Bye!
Wow, Liv Morgan really is playing mind games right here. You know, at the beginning of the promo, she did apologize to Rhea Ripley, saying that she has a sore throat because she had a long weekend in Mexico and she is known to be a screamer. So obviously, you know, she's getting on her nerves. She knows exactly how to get there. And Dominik is also falling short of words, so that's not a good sign either.
So I'm gonna say this.
Good to see you, my brother Nautic. Andrew, welcome. Good to see you. Berman, howdy. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, Miss Carr.
I not only end your revenge tour, I not only end your title reign,
Oh, Rhea looks angry.
I'm gonna end your career.
Makes sense. Yeah, I saw that coming. I saw Rhea Ripley saying something like that, so obviously she's really very angry, and she is put on this challenge now, and seems like Liv Morgan has accepted it. It's gonna be at SummerSlam, Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan for Rhea Ripley's championship. Of course, the championship currently held by Liv Morgan. It's not officially a match for Dominik's custody, but it might very well be. Of course, Dominik Mysterio also seems like he's on the fence right here. He brought a black rose for Rhea Ripley. Ripley refuses to take it, though. Of course, headed to the back. Dominik following her to the back as well. I mean, this guy needs to make up his mind, right? Did he have Liv Morgan screaming in Mexico all weekend? Or is he in love with mommy? What is really going on here with Dominik Mysterio? This guy needs to get his head cleared, and that's for sure. And there you go, the Scottish Warrior. The suspension didn't last too long. He's already back, and he's got to be making his return tonight for a promo, I believe. But good to see everybody. Hope you're all doing well. This is another segment that I'm actually quite excited about tonight. We're going to be getting the ring general Gunther. He is going to be here momentarily, and he's going to be having a little face-to-face with Damian Priest. Of course, the two are scheduled to go head-to-head at SummerSlam as well for that championship, for the world title. After all, Gunther earned that spot, earned the number one contendership to the championship once he became King of the Ring. So we're going to be getting that first ever face-to-face tonight, which is going to be interesting. You know, Finn Balor, his Damian Priest's own partner, Judgment Day member, recently stated in an interview that Gunther is the best wrestler on earth right now. So, you know, it's going to be interesting. The dynamic is going to be interesting. We'll see how it goes down. Good to see you, Andrew, once again. Andy, my brother, welcome. He says, Liv is doing incredible job at the Mind Games. I have to agree. She's doing fantastic. And you know what they say, that you have to make the best out of every single situation. And I feel right here, TKO really did the best that they could with two unexpected injuries. One CM Punk and the other one being, of course, Rhea Ripley's. Rhea Ripley got sidelined, and they did the best. They made the best that they could possibly make out of the situation. Similarly with CM Punk. CM Punk got injured, and like the good old days, he didn't really get, put on the shelf. He didn't get sidelined or, just gone from TV. None of that stuff really happened. When CM Punk got injured, they used him very strategically. He was still a part of the program. He still is, week in, week out. Maybe he'll take a week off or so, but he was a part of the programming. He was playing those mind games with Drew McIntyre, and, it's worked out beautifully in both the cases. So TKO obviously is doing something right, creating compelling stories, making the best out of the situation that they have at hand. It's great. They're doing a phenomenal job. Ricky, welcome. Hope you're doing well, brother. Hell yeah, good to see you. Anil, welcome. Hope you're doing well. We got Braun in the house. My brother, good to see you as well. Hope you're doing well. Where is Jonathan? Oh, he's gonna be here. He's gonna be here when Drew McIntyre shows up. You know the love Jonathan has for Drew McIntyre. It's unreal. So yeah, he's gonna be here once Drew McIntyre is. But yeah, we are currently on a commercial break, guys. The first commercial break of the night is upon us. And we had a crazy weekend, of course, especially in the United States. A lot went down. You know what I'm talking about, the political atmosphere. Then you had the crazy soccer match. Where did it take place? Colombia? It was a crazy match. Of course, Messi got injured. Messi got sidelined. He started crying on camera while he was sitting on the bench on the side. Of course, fans trying to burst into the stadium. It was a crazy, insane weekend. And of course, then you had Liv Morgan having a crazy weekend of her own in Mexico. A lot of insanity went down this past weekend. Let's see, Ricky says, I love Liv Morgan, she's hot. Alright, Ricky, that's cool. Okay. AG, got my message about AEW. Yes, so apparently, this comes from Fightful, from Sean Ross. He says that AEW is looking to go to a stadium in Dallas, Texas, which it might be anybody's guess, the AT&T Stadium, which was, if I'm not wrong, if memory serves me right, the host stadium, the venue for WrestleMania 32, right? So that's where AEW is perhaps looking to host one of its future shows at. And it's cool for them. It's good for them, I mean, sure, break record after record. It's cool. It's cool what they do in the UK once in a year. It'll be cool if they also go down to Dallas. But the question really is, sure, they'll be able to draw in crowd for these major shows because people love going to stadium shows. They love seeing something special. And whenever a wrestling company like AEW or WWE, they go to a stadium, it automatically, it becomes an attraction and people want to attend and see what the extravaganza is all about. So of course it's gonna maybe be a sellout or it's gonna be a well-attended show, but are they gonna be able to keep up the pace leading to the show? Are they gonna be able to continue the fans' interest right after the show? That's the real question. The show itself should be no problem being a sellout or nearly a sellout, but are you going to be able to hold that audience leading to it and after it is the real question. Hopefully they will be able to do so. Andrew says it's hosting the home run competition tonight. Yeah, tonight is a tough night. Tonight is a tough night because I believe there's a lot of stuff happening. The 2024 Republican National Convention, Night 1, is happening as I speak right now. It is going head-to-head against Monday Night Raw as we speak at the moment. Of course, we all know what went down this past weekend. We all know what went down, of course, in Pennsylvania. It was an insane weekend, and now more people than ever have their eyes on the Republican Convention that's taking place tonight. So, yeah, it is going head-to-head against first Raw as we speak, which is definitely going to be affecting its rating as well. But here we are now. We're back from the commercial break, and as we can see, what is happening there? We got a bunch of black roses in the back.
I'm just trying to make it up to you.
Oh, that's Dominik's plan. That's Dominik who did that. Come on.
Everything good?
I think so, but no.
Hey, good to see you, Joey. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Great to see you. Oh my goodness. What is that? Well, what's that?
I think it's a little bit more complicated.
definitivamente más complicado.
What is that Rhea Ripley returned to him? Was that a donkey? I thought that was something else with a D. Alright. We got Andy here saying, I'm not gonna touch politics, AJ. Lol. I know. Yeah, politics can get very messy, as we saw what happened this past weekend once again. It can get very messy, it can get ugly, so, you know, steering clear from it sometimes perhaps the best idea. Ricky says, Papa Priest? Yeah, Priest is having a field day. He's having a good time watching, you know, things go down between Rhea Ripley and Dominik the way they are. I mean, Dominik should really make up his mind. Do you want to stay with the Judgment Day? Do you want to stay with Liv Morgan? What is it? Dominik needs to man up and really, you know, go one direction. You can't have your foot on two different boats at the same time. You have to sail on just a single boat. You can't remain standing and have your feet in two different boats at the same time. You're gonna go nowhere with that. So he really needs to realize and understand which boat he wants to sail with. Brahman says, look like a donkey with a ribbon around his... Yes, it did look like a donkey with a ribbon around his neck. When Rhea Ripley handed it to Dominik, I thought that was a gift that was perhaps not too PG for TV. You know, I thought, okay, they're really gearing it up for Netflix, or they're not. But no, it was a donkey. It was just a donkey, so... That's that. Andrew says, let's keep this a political free zone. Yeah, of course it is definitely a political free zone. But here we are now. Sheamus and Bronson Reed are going one-on-one. So, this match would be a banger. We've got a series of punches straight to the head of Bronson Reed. Sheamus was going to go for the Irish Whip. Bronson with a nice reversal. Sheamus with a boot to the face to Bronson Reed. To the ropes, rebounds, shoulder tackle. Bronson is not going to go down so easily one more time. Bronson Reed right there, smashing into Sheamus, getting him down. Wow. Is it just me or the pace of this match? I'm not sure. A little too slow. I'm not sure if Sheamus has slowed down for Bronson Reed or if he's just slowed down in general, but the pace of this match right off the bat, it seems a little bit slower than I'd like. We got, Anil says, happy Ambani wedding. Yeah, I mean, the Ambanis are you know, wealthy people, as the world probably already knows. They're wealthy people. You know, they had everybody from Kim Kardashian to John Cena to the top politicians, everybody in the world right there at their wedding. All the influential people that they could have at the wedding, they had them. They gave them as presents. They gave them hundreds and thousands of dollars, or actually millions of dollars worth of watches and jewelry as return gifts, as presents to the guests. Insane Ambani wedding. That's right, Anil. Ricky says Wyatt Sicks are gonna go after Pat and his crew tonight. Something's gonna be going down tonight with the Wyatt Sicks, that's for sure. Brahman says maybe it's a cultural thing. Maybe what is it? The donkey thing? Maybe, perhaps. I've never heard of you know, donkey with ribbon around, with a purple ribbon around its neck being a cultural gift, but it could be. Who knows? It was funny anyways. You got Joey saying Dominik gonna screw Rhea at the Slam and Liv will defend her title. Rhea gave him a donkey, Jack. That's right, she did. It was funny, but you're right. Dominik is gonna screw Rhea at SummerSlam. I see it happening too, but the question is that the only screw job that we're gonna get at SummerSlam, or is Randy Orton gonna screw Cody Rhodes as well? Because, you know, I'm just gonna go back 11 years ago. It's crazy if you think about it. 11 years makes me feel damn old. 11 years ago, it was Randy Orton who cashed in on Daniel Bryan and became the champion, and that really started the yes movement for Daniel Bryan. That was what kicked off the whole movement, and we really started the road to WrestleMania that night at SummerSlam 2013. 11 years later, is Randy Orton gonna give us a little taste of deja vu and this time screw over Cody Rhodes? I really hope so. And here we are now, Sheamus having a little bit of a good time with Pat McAfee and the crowd. We got Andrew saying, AJ, you weren't talking about a Bob, were you? You know your battery up, you know, I'm not going to confirm or deny that speculation. I'm not going to confirm or deny that speculation. Let's just say that. Anil says they invited, yeah, the great Khali apparently wasn't there for the wedding itself, but he was there later on the next day at the reception, which is cool. You know, they had a lot of people attending, so they had to apparently divide the list into, you know, each night. So some were there for the wedding, some were there for the reception. Yeah. Andrew says, hopefully we get more than a tape tonight. Hopefully. You know, we've been getting VHS tapes for, I believe, 2 or 3 weeks now. You know, hopefully they're going to find better use for Nikki Cross than just being a delivery partner on Raw, hopefully. And we've got Joey saying, who's Cena going to wrestle at SummerSlam? So it doesn't look like Cena's going to be wrestling at SummerSlam this year because, as we know, his farewell tour, it kicks off next year. So around the Rumble time, around January, is when the farewell tour really kicks off. So this year, any Cena matches that if we get, they're just gonna be added bonus. But the real farewell tour kicks off next year. This year at SummerSlam, the chances are that we're not gonna get a Cena match at all, because obviously he's busy with, you know, Peacemaker. He's busy with his Hollywood stuff. So we're most likely not gonna be getting a match this year at SummerSlam. That's right. Yeah, but next year it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be special, and it's gonna be emotional because John Cena is retiring. He's hanging up his boots for the last time ever, and you know, I don't know how many of us are here because of John Cena, but I certainly am. I would have never fallen in love with wrestling if it wasn't for John Cena, if it wasn't for Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Really, these people and these people alone really got me into wrestling. So if it wasn't especially for John Cena, I probably wouldn't be here. So definitely it's gonna be quite a year next year as Cena retires. That's right. So commercial break going on right now. Let's see. But I hope everybody had a great Monday. I hope you all had a great start to the weekend. Thank you, Andrew. Thanks. Yeah, no sunglasses tonight. You know, I've been working, honestly, I've been working on the computer. I've been working on these screens a bit too long. Too long for my own good. And, you know, it really has started to take a little bit of a toll on my eyesight, on my vision. So for that reason, I try to keep my glasses, my prescription glasses on. So what you're seeing right now, literally my prescription glasses. So that's why I have them on. You know, it's one of those rare nights or days when you'll see me with my prescription glasses on. So that's that. But here we are. We're back from the commercial break, by the way, guys. Back from it, and Sheamus is going after Bronson Reed with those punches and those clotheslines. There you go. Bronson refuses to go down, but he drops down to a knee. This could be Sheamus' movement. Wow. Sheamus looks more intimidated by Bronson Reed than anything, but there we are. A clothesline here from Sheamus one more time. Bronson collapses to the back, to the mat, and he's down. Let's see. Cena versus CM Punk was an awesome feud. I expect them to have one more. Yeah, a lot of people are hoping that we get Cena and Punk. You know, some people are actually upset. I was reading the comments under one of my posts on Instagram, and quite a few people were upset that we're not going to get Cena versus Edge. One of the more celebrated John Cena rivals and rivalries, John Cena versus Edge, has given us some great matches and moments in history. You know, talk about WrestleMania 25, John Cena versus Edge versus The Big Show. Talk about all the matches that they've had in between. A fantastic rivalry, but we're not going to get a farewell match featuring John Cena and Edge because Edge, of course, Adam Copeland now with AEW, so that's that. Andrew says, what is the daytime temperature in your area? So it's crazy. You know, let me, 1 second. Let me very quickly convert it to Fahrenheit for you guys because I know most of you guys possibly use the Fahrenheit scale. So this year in particular was very hot. You know, this year, the peak that we had this year, the temperature, the maximum that it went was 115 Fahrenheit. That was the maximum daytime temperature that they recorded this year, this summer. By the way, a big knee to the face right there from Sheamus to Bronson Reed. He goes for the cover, and it's over. He has won the match. Sheamus is victorious, guys. That's right. He's done it. Sheamus has won the match. Pretty cool. But yeah, just like I said, the maximum daytime temperature this year was about 115 Fahrenheit. These days, though, you know, it's gone down a little bit now because it's rainy season. So these days it's about 89, 90 Fahrenheit, something like that. So it's cooled down a little bit here. And there we are, Pete Dunne to the rescue of Sheamus.
Again, Dunne wants nothing to do with
Whoa. Are you kidding me? Alright, Pete Dunne with a sneak attack on Sheamus himself. It seemed like he came out to defend Sheamus from Bronson Reed, but instead he blindsides Sheamus, attacks him from behind, takes him out, and just leaves with a poker face. Not sure what's going through his head, but Pete Dunne has just laid out Sheamus. Yeah, Anil says, feeling sad for Bronson Reed. You know, Bronson Reed, when he was fired from the WWE the first time, he said that he left with a chip on his shoulder. Oh my goodness, there we go. Bronson Reed, by the way, picking up the pieces. Wow. And from the top turnbuckle, squashes Sheamus, of course, making a statement right here. So, Bronson Reed, when he was fired, when he was let go from the company the first time, he said that he was leaving with a chip on his shoulder, and he was going to prove them right, and he was going to make them regret their decision of firing him. By the way, these guys in the back, the Judgment Day, ever since Carlito has joined the Judgment Day, these guys just play WWE 2K24 day in and day out. That's it.
Face-to-face with Gunther and a match with Braun Strowman. Are you gonna need help out there?
Oh, no, I'm good. Look, Gunther's just telling you what's up at SummerSlam, and Strowman, honestly, I should have handled that a long time ago myself, so just doing my business.
I respect that. I have a question. Why is Carlito hanging out in our clubhouse?
That's right. That's a good
Wait,
question.
About that one. This guy.
Can I get a sec?
Yeah, sure. Say less. What else would you do?
So is Dominik not concerned about the three of them in the back?
I know I screwed
Okay.
up, but I've been trying to reach you all week, and just hear me out.
All week, Dom? Really? All week? What about the last 3 months while I've been injured, huh? Or were you too busy playing around with your little girlfriend?
She's angry, huh?
That's funny. But should Dominik not be the one asking Rhea Ripley questions? I mean, she got married too, right? So he should be the one asking questions as well. But that's okay. We got Roman saying, "What do you know about WWE using a high-powered immigration law firm to get Jacob Fatu cleared? I know you know something, Adrian." So I do know something about this. You know, Jacob Fatu, the promotion that he used to work for earlier, PCW Ultra, right? So they had informed me long time ago that Jacob Fatu was indeed banned from traveling overseas. It is true, it's a fact. Because of his past criminal records, he had a ban on traveling outside of America. It is indeed a fact. None of it is kayfabe, none of it is work, it's very real. But it is also true that WWE intervened and they got him cleared to be able to travel to Canada. And it is expected for them to also get him cleared to travel to the UK and other parts of the world in the future. So Jacob Fatu, because whatever happened years ago, they are trying to use that to the advantage and get him the clearance that, you know, he's only traveling for business purposes. It is WWE's responsibility when he travels, all that stuff. But if you guys were wondering if Jacob Fatu and, you know, his ban on traveling is kayfabe, it's not. It is very real. Yeah, but this was not the reason why Jacob Fatu was not hired earlier. You know, what was told to me earlier, about a year or maybe a year and a half ago, or longer. This was around the time that Vince McMahon was still, you know, around. He was still not gone completely. He had sold the company, but he was not gone completely. So around that time, I was told that Jacob Fatu, he was refused. He was let down, and he was told that he wouldn't be hired unless, you know, he would lose some weight. They had an issue with the weight, and of course, now that he's made his debut, you see that he's slimmed down a lot. We never saw such a lean, thin Jacob Fatu in the independent screen. We never saw such a lean Jacob Fatu in MLW. Now that he's in the WWE, he's slimmed down tremendously. And that maybe goes on to prove what I had heard, you know, years ago or a year ago, that they had an issue with the weight. And of course, that issue has been dealt with, and now he's with the company, so that's that. We've got Andrew Singh. It's heating up on the East Coast. We're supposed to be above 100 tomorrow. That is crazy. So I thought it was only getting so hot over here. But that's crazy that it's going to be touching 100 tomorrow over there on the East Coast. It's insane. And once again, you're sending it to... I guess I am, brother. No surprise Pete Dunne did that, says Andy. You think? You know what? I'm kind of glad, because I was really getting sick and tired of this faction that they used to run around here. Sheamus, Ridge Holland, Pete Dunne. Really one of the cringiest things that I've seen in wrestling in the past recent years or so. I'm glad that we're done with it. I'm glad that it's in the rearview mirror. I was never a fan of Ridge Holland. Really, you know, I have to say it. I was never a fan. I tried to become a fan. I just couldn't buy into Ridge Holland. I mean, you know, no charisma Holland is what I'm going to call him. It also sucks that, you know, Big E got injured at the hand of Ridge Holland. It sucks that he got injured at the hand of this faction. A no good faction, really. But, you know, past is in the past. It's in the rearview mirror. And hopefully, whatever is cooking right now between Sheamus and Pete Dunne is going to get Pete Dunne a little bit of a spotlight. You know, he really needs one. He really needs a spotlight on himself. True is here. Good to see you, brother True. Welcome. And we've got True saying an issue with the weight, but they brought Bronson in. Make it make sense. It's true. Yeah, you're right. I mean, they also have Otis, right? They also have, of course, Bronson Reed. It is true. It is hard for it to make sense. It really is hard for it to make sense. When I heard that, I was very surprised. But you did hear that sometimes, you know, when it came to Samoa Joe, for example. You heard that on the dirt sheet, that maybe they had an issue with Samoa Joe and the weight. You also heard the same about Kevin Owens when he first came into the company, that maybe it was going to be an issue. Of course, wasn't an issue. Everything was dealt with. Kevin Owens is now enjoying a very good position in the company. He's respected, really a reputed WWE star now. But Samoa Joe is long gone, so there's definitely some truth to those rumors. But yeah, Jacob Fatu is not going to have to suffer anything, because he's in the clear now, apparently. All right, let's see what else do we have here as we are now back from the commercial break.
And Kane, collect all four at your local Bojangles while supplies last. Again, all you have to do is purchase a delicious Bojangles WWE sandwich combo, like the barbecue pulled pork sandwich.
That's funny.
I'll tell you what, Bojangles is damn good. These cups.
That's funny, all right. Imagine going to Bojangles and buying a WWE sandwich combo. That is, you know, something funny. But I've never been to Bojangles. I've never heard of Bojangles. It's the first time that I'm actually hearing of them. Has anybody ever been to Bojangles? Let me know.
Opportunity. And I wanted to let you know it is not why I helped you last week against Braun.
I know, Ilya, you don't even need to say that. That's not why you're getting this match tonight. You're getting this match because I asked Adam Pearce to wrestle you for the Intercontinental Championship. Okay?
Dragunov, just take the match, my man. It's going to be a good match. I'm ready for it.
And Ilya, you're...
Okay.
You're good.
Exactly.
You're better than
it's
good.
going to be a good match.
You're a special talent, man. In the ring, honestly, your game sometimes reminds me of me. Because I see you in that ring when you're in the...
You know what? Honestly, I really hope that Dragunov beats Sami Zayn for that championship. I really hope so. But True says it's not good. You know, I'm not surprised. Never heard of Bojangles in my life ever until today. Yet, take the match, says Ricky. I agree with that. Ridge Holland is Chase U person on NXT. Wow, I wasn't aware, but good for him, Andy.
It
Good for
deserves
him.
a chance at the Intercontinental Championship. So
Take
you got
it.
him tonight. But Ilya, one thing. Tonight, you better bring your absolute best.
You better do the same.
I like that. Let's go, Ilya. That's good. Good. Yeah, I really hope that somebody takes that title off Sami Zayn. I don't care who it is, really, but if it's Ilya, I'll be more than glad. You know, Gunther was a great champion. If Ilya also wins that title, I'm sure he'll follow suit. He'll be a good champion too. Dragunov better take the damn belt away from him. I agree, Andy. You know, the Intercontinental Championship and Sami Zayn, they should not belong in a single sentence. They should never. And here we are now, little video package on Gunther. Gunther, of course, is going to be fighting Damian Priest at SummerSlam for the championship. And tonight we're going to be getting the first face-off between the two.
Insignificant. WWE needed to witness true dominance. I put the burden on my shoulders as champion. It was easy to wipe the mat with challenges and shatter the dreams of so many.
I think it's true. I mean, when when WWE UK was around, the only name that I would hear week in and week out was Walter every single week. So he definitely does deserve a lot of credit for really keeping WWE UK relevant. Did anybody, by the way, watch WWE UK, any episodes of it? Let me know, because you know, I did a watch along on NXT UK once. It was like one of the weirdest streams that I've ever done, because I believe NXT UK was like a half an hour or 1 hour show. That was about it. And Ricky kept saying that, hey, we should do NXT UK, and I said, okay, let's do NXT UK. And this was like 2 years ago. So we did a watch along for NXT UK. And the beauty about NXT UK was that when it went live, it was about, you know, noon or something in the US. So obviously most of the people were at work. Also a Thursday noon. So obviously most of the people were busy. So we went live, and literally there was one person in the entire chat, and throughout the show, and that one person was Ricky. And me and Ricky watched the show together, and we were like, yeah, we're never doing it again. And then, of course, NXT UK got shut later on, so that happened. Ah, that's right. That's funny. Let's see. We got Gary, by the way, over here. Gary, good to see you. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. And they say Pete Dunne versus Elo Dragunov, Bash in Berlin. It's going to be an absolute banger, brother. Hopefully. Whoa. Hold that fight. Actually, I just imagined that in my head right now, and that sounds like an absolute banger to me. Same weight class, tremendous athletes, tremendous wrestlers. We haven't seen Pete Dunne really get that opportunity to go out and put on an absolute banger of a match. We haven't seen Ilya Dragunov also do that, you know, in the recent year or so. So I really hope that we get this match at Bash in Berlin. The best place to do it, the best time to do it, and the best people to do it with. I totally agree with it. Gary, you are cooking, and I will let you cook. Pete Dunne versus Ilya Dragunov, Bash in Berlin. Hopefully it happens. Let's pray it happens. Okay, that is a great match. We got Andy saying, I loved watching NXT UK, especially when they did their NXT UK events. Those events, you know, once in a while they were good. They used to be good. Gary says, I watched it. It was okay. It had a special feel to it. Not gonna lie, it was a different show altogether. It was fun, but never had that audience. Never had that audience for it to be a success.
It goes to us.
By the way, we are here with the ladies now.
Right, sorry, Sonya, I couldn't really hear anything past your forehead. But this little scare tactics thing that the Three Stooges are doing is not really doing anything for me. Nothing is standing in the way of me and that title. Okay, not Liv Morgan, not Rhea Ripley, not Dominik and his mustache, not you and your mustache or your forehead. So I'm ready if you want to do
What
this.
are you talking about? None of these ladies have mustaches. What is Zelina Vega talking about?
We got ourselves a match.
I'm sorry, but I'm confused. Why are they targeting Zelina Vega at all? She's not a champion. I'm not sure if she's relevant enough to be targeted like that. But okay, she's coming out here now. Let's see how this goes down. We got a Ricky saying was the only one in the chat. NXT UK was sad day. I remember it very well, brother. It was a good time watching NXT UK, only you and me. Yeah, brother, we had a time of our lives. Just you and me, Ricky. It was good. And here we are now. Zelina Vega versus Sonya Deville is going to take place after the commercial break. This is going to be good. I haven't seen a Sonya Deville match in a while, so this should be good. But with that being said, we are now going on a commercial. Yeah, commercial break it is. But it's good. It's been a sweet show. It's been a good show. About an hour into Raw already, and you know, it's been an alright show. Nothing crazy yet. Nothing crazy, that's for certain. Let's see what else do they actually have planned for the rest of the show tonight. Let's take a look. Of course, Rhea Ripley kicking off Raw has already happened. Drew McIntyre returning is still to come, so that's that. What else do we have here? Damian Priest versus Adam Gunther are going to meet face to face. This is going to be good as well. Again, a banger of a match. I feel it's going to be a banger of a match. Hopefully with the right finish as well. Hopefully we are going to get a new champion tonight. Hopefully Ilya will be the Intercontinental Champion. I hope so. And we're going to get Damian Priest versus Braun Strowman tonight. It's going to be interesting. What does it say right here? We'll take in on a monster of all monsters has kicked the fight with the Judgment Day in recent week. And after getting his leg on Finn Balor, JD McDonough, Carlitos Strowman now turns his attention to the top dog. Okay. Interesting. And of course, this match has already happened, so the rest of the show looks pretty decent to me. I mean, a face-off between these two is going to be good. By the way, a busy night for this guy, Damian Priest. He's already made like 2 appearances so far, and now he's going to be in a segment, in a major segment, and a major match. Are they not overbooking Damian Priest tonight? I mean, while Carlito, JD McDonough, Finn Balor get to play video games in the locker room, here we have Damian Priest doing a segment and a match. Both? Wow. Talk about a little bit of overexposure right here. Thank you, Berman. I never realized that. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, thank you guys. So I was just reading this out for myself, but I was saying that it's crazy that we're gonna be getting Damian Priest in a match tonight. It's an important match, Damian Priest versus Braun Strowman, and we're gonna get Damian Priest in a segment with Gunther. So definitely it seems like Damian Priest has been a little bit overbooked tonight. He has already appeared twice on TV so far, and we're going to be seeing him 2 more times at least, once in a segment and once in a match. So this is yet to come. Then of course this match right here is also yet to come, the Intercontinental Championship match. Then we've got Drew McIntyre, who's returning after his suspension is finally over. So the rest of the show, it looks like it's going to be a sweet one. Not bad, not bad. But thank you guys, it's been a great night so far already. We are about an hour into the show. Let's see what else are we going to be getting. What is this about? That's Samantha Arwen for you. She's so good. Oh, her reactions are something else. Look at her. She's a total fan, alright? Total fan. It's crazy. Yeah, Samantha Irvin is a total complete fan. Okay, with that being said, commercial break still going on. Okay, this is very interesting, guys. So I'm not sure if you guys are aware of this yet, but this is coming from Brian Alvarez, and this is quite an important news because we were just talking about it like, last time that we were live, Friday night. We were just talking about this, and this is quite a game changer. And it also, I believe it also kind of destroys, I'm not sure why they're trademarking names anymore, but Brian Alvarez is saying that WWE talent, they're now allowed to keep their names after they leave the company. Bryan Alvarez says that this is from somebody in the company. When you leave, they hand everything over to you now. So is Bryan Alvarez trying to imply that WWE is an employee-friendly company now? They're gonna let you leave the company with your name? That is crazy, because we were just talking about this Friday night when Ethan Page from AEW, he came into the WWE with the name Ethan Page, and a few weeks later they filed a trademark for that name. So we were like, that's funny, because they're now letting these wrestlers come into the company, you know, with their actual names that they've been using for years, and then they put a lock on them and they file a trademark for the names. They've done the same for Ethan Page. They're doing the same for Jacob Fatu. And we were like, wow, this company is more ruthless than ever. But now Bryan Alvarez over here with a game changer of a statement saying that the talent, the stars who now leave the company, they're going to be handed over everything, and they actually leave with the name. So this is absolute game changer. We don't know if this is a 100% credible report, if it's really a fact, because a few of Bryan Alvarez's claims have not been absolutely, true. So we'll have to look into this more, but it's crazy. I mean, wow. If this is true, what a game changer is this, right? What a game changer. And Andrew says, Dickie, the music, though, sounds like the music during commercial breaks at live events. All right, thank you, brother. Something positive and everything. Thank you for that. And here we are, the match underway, by the way. Zelina Vega versus Sonya Deville. We got James, my brother, by the way, over here in the chat with those AEW chants. Good to see you, James. Welcome. And he says, about time. About damn time, if that's true. It's so interesting. I would have never expected to read this news, by the way. I would have never thought that WWE would be so employee or talent friendly. Yeah, I'm still not sure if this is true, but if it is true, it's an absolute game changer for the stars, for the WWE, for the industry, really. Really. Wow. And also, you gotta think about this. Okay, so this, the talent that is with the company right now, they get handed over everything. But what about the past talent that has already left the company, like Edge, Adam Copeland, right? What about people like them? Do they also get the rights to their names? Because why not, right? I mean, if they're also ex-employees, they're also ex-talent, so why not? Oh, there we go. Okay. As expected. It's hard for me to imagine Sonya Deville actually giving us a full match ever. Or, it is hard for me to imagine. And, of course, that's exactly how it went down. We really did not get a match over there. It was nothing. I'm not sure why did we even have that. That was stupid, but okay. We're done with the match. We're done with the whatever that was. And here we are now backstage with Jey Uso, Dominik Mysterio, and of course Damian Priest.
Maybe. Whip out. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, and keep the whip out of yourself.
Man, you see mommy tell her I said hi.
What? Jey Uso right there with a little bit of a message to the mommy. Okay, that was interesting.
Like that, then what? You gotta show Jey Uso who Rhea Ripley belongs to.
I like that.
You're right.
I like that.
Go
Okay.
take care of business right now.
Holy crap! Are we gonna be getting a? Oh, this guy's having fun. This guy's having fun at the expense of Dominik Mysterio. This is funny. So he says, "Okay, Dominik, you gotta show Jey Uso who Rhea Ripley really belongs to." What? Okay, I don't know if in 2024 you can make a statement like that, but okay. Dominik is enraged and he really wants to go out and show Jey Uso who Rhea Ripley belongs to. We're gonna find out, but up next it's gotta be Damian and Gunther face to face. It's a segment that I've waited for quite some time, because this segment is actually gonna give us a little sneak peek of the chemistry between Damian and Gunther, if they actually can create some magic in the ring or not. It's going to be the first time we're actually going to see these two face-to-face, crossing paths. And I'm excited because after all, this is going to be one of the most important matches at SummerSlam. And we've got James saying they are only doing this to try and steal people away. WWE doing their backdoor stealing, just trying to make it look like it's all good. Who knows? Who knows what the real agenda is? But if this is true, if they're actually letting talent take their names with them, it is monumental. Because for years and years, we have heard about Vince McMahon and the WWE treating the wrestlers like independent contractors, treating them unfairly, seizing their names and whatnot. So this is going to be an absolute game changer. There's no denying that. Not sure if this is true yet. Not sure if this is going to be permanent, if it's true. But only time will tell. It could also be true what James is saying, that they're only doing this to steal talent. Who knows? We're going to find out. Berman says, lol, Jey Uso with the next Friday line. Yeah, Jey Uso. He can get anybody popping, that's for sure. Andrew says, doesn't everybody have fun at Dom's expense? That's true. Even Liv Morgan. And we got Ricky saying, matter why, good for her and WWE. And how does Zelina go from title match to squash match overnight, says Andrew. The question is, how did she get a title match in the first place? What did she deserve to get a title match at all? I was surprised when she did, so good for her, but of course, she's back where she belongs now. I'm not saying that she's bad, it's just that I'm so used to her being booked in a very bad way, and, when that doesn't happen, I'm surprised. So when she gets a title match, I'm surprised. When she gets booked poorly, I'm not surprised. It's the usual. So, she's back to her thing now. I'm not sure why. I mean, I see the drive in Zelina Vega. I see she's a good in-ring worker. She's giving chances. They try things with her, but it just ends up going nowhere. Yeah, not sure if that's ever gonna change though. Let's see if we got James here. He is saying, as long as little Paul has anything to do with WWE, I will never trust this company, says James. Interesting. It's interesting, brother James. By the way, this is funny because on Instagram, I did a post on Instagram. I'm not sure if I can pull up the video right now, because Tony Khan, he made a claim on recently on one of the podcasts where he said that Adam Copeland is having the best run of his career ever in AEW. So I did a little video on it. Let me try and pull it up right now as we speak. This should do it. Sorry guys, 1 second. Oh, we're back from the commercial. Sorry, so once we go back to the commercial, we're gonna take a look at the video. But right here, we are now backstage with Adam Pearce and the boys.
Get it out. I cracked the code, all right? Uncle Howdy is none other than Bo Dallas. Now, I know you had a little meeting with him last week, all right? So
okay, Shad Gable has cracked the code. Uncle Howdy is Bo Dallas. Mystery solved, apparently.
It was between he and I. I'm protected. Privilege, that's nice. Well, Bo and his little crew have been after me every single week, and I'm sick of it. So I want to know what you're going to do.
Look, now it's getting interesting. Now because they're talking about Bo Dallas as he's like a regular guy, now things are going to get interesting. And Gunther talked about it as well. Are they going to be able to maintain that mystique aura around the crew, that is Bo Dallas and the crew, or is it gotta be two different things? Is Bo Dallas and his crew gotta be totally different from the Wyatt family, that is the Wyatt Sicks? That's the question. Are they gonna be able to maintain that aura around them when they're not in their Wyatt Sicks gimmick? That is the question. How are they gonna be able to balance the spooky stuff with the real stuff is the real question and the real test. Obviously they're testing it out right now with the Shad Gable calling him Bo and his little crew. Whenever he makes statements like that, they're kind of downplaying the Wyatt Sicks and their scariness and their X factor, their spooky factor. So they got to be very careful with it. It's like walking on thin ice. They got to be very careful with it. You cannot destroy that aura of the Wyatt Sicks. And here we are now with Damian Priest coming out. True says that's how Tony Khan feels about Copeland has done so far. What's the problem? No, there is no problem. But I did the video, and on Instagram, you know, I posted the video. I posted a poll. If people agree with that, you know, that he is having the best run of his career. Surprisingly, the results of the poll, it's still going on right now. 98% of the people said no, and 2% said yes. So that was quite an interesting poll that I did, that you know, was done on Instagram. I got about 1,000 or so votes so far, and the poll results definitely interesting. We got Ricky saying, "Who knows? True? Good question. Don't know." That's right. Wyatt Sicks is more grounded. Yeah. And here we are now. Damian Priest looking good.
In his Judgment Day world.
Dayton, Ohio! All rise for el campeón! Now, I'm out here because I have a match against Braun Strowman, but we know what was advertised. I want this face-to-face right now.
Yeah, let's do it.
Gunther!
Thank you. I was surprised, like, what is he talking about? He's here for Braun Strowman? Nah. We're here for Gunther. We're here for the face-to-face. Come on, Damian. Come on, Gunther. And here he is, the ring general. I like that. And he's here, the ring general, Gunther, coming out in street attire. No blazer, no coat. That's nice. Yeah, I know, true. Sometimes the comments that we get on Instagram, you know, I just choose not to comment or reply because they can get very interesting. You're right about that. And here we are now, Gunther making his way into the ring.
Gunther is an impressive human being. His discipline, his diligence, his intelligence, his intensity, everything about him reeks WWE superstar. A very worthy king of the
This is
ring.
Gunther's first shot at the world title on the main roster. So it's definitely interesting. Gunther is taking a very good look at the title as well. I can already imagine the title is going to look beautiful around his waist. And he's got a big spot on his face.
Ladies and gentlemen, the World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, I could tell. He had his eyes on the prize. That's cool.
Look at you. Still so confident. Still carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders.
That's right.
Week for week.
I like it. You know what? At first I wasn't sure about the match, how it's going to go down, how the chemistry is going to be. But right off the bat, I like what I'm seeing. These guys have a very similar stature. They've got similar height, you know. I like it so far.
And while I was away, I paid close attention to you. And I made my honest assessment. And the result of that I want to share with you now. You're not living up to it.
That, you know, Gunther's assessment is also my assessment.
Your reign
I agree.
has been nothing. No prestige.
I agree with Gunther. Yeah, I agree.
But I understand it. It's okay. Because you and me, we are not cut from the same cloth.
It's true, they're not cut from the same cloth.
I come in good spirits.
Damian agrees as well.
I want to do you a favor. I want to lift that weight off your shoulders, spare you that embarrassment at SummerSlam. Just hand me my title and we move on.
That's funny, you know. People always say that, like, I'm gonna save you from the embarrassment, just hand me the title. It's never gonna happen. I'm not sure why they bother saying stuff like that.
Right now, so I can knock that stupid smirk off your face.
Wow. Damian Priest looking confident as well. He says, okay, I want to knock that smirk off your face.
Never your dream. Let me explain something to you. While you were getting everything handed to you in Europe, I was literally fighting for my life on the street.
I got a question for Damian Priest. How is Gunther Walter getting everything handed to him in Europe? Was he also not a fighter? Was he not fighting for the championship for the NXT UK's top spot?
And you're just here for a paycheck? I don't care the reason. We don't need you here.
What is he talking about? We do need Gunther here, I'll tell you that, you know?
You're good, man, but I don't give a damn. I earned this. And you are the last person around here that's taking this title from me.
Okay, Damian, literally. If this was a debate night, you know, Gunther has already won it.
Recognize your hardship, and I'm not gonna question your street credibility, but let's be honest. Being on the street is a choice. Come on. I mean, don't blame me that your parents thought their offspring is not worth it to provide it with a good life.
What is he saying?
My
What?
parents, they provided me with everything.
What is he talking
my
about?
Qualities and my greatness were recognized for my whole life. So, while you were apparently fighting for your life on the streets, I received calls from WWE begging me to
What is
sign a
Gunther
contract
talking
with
about?
them.
Being on the street is a choice, and then going up to parents? Really? That's... I don't know. Was that crossing the line a little bit? I mean, I don't think being on the street is a choice, really.
And once again, it will be on me. Because who, if not me, that takes on the challenge, that takes on the responsibility to restore.
I gotta agree. Definitely, Damian is gonna lose at SummerSlam. James, I'm gonna take a look at the comment in a bit, just after this segment.
Championship. You know what? There's one thing I don't understand either. I do not understand why all those people here don't love you to death. Because they are just like you. Whatever you're going to achieve in life, you are and you always will be street trash.
Wow. Man, this is crazy. I think Gunther really turned everybody away from himself after that promo. You know, saying a lot of things that is actually gonna rub people the wrong way. Being on the street is a choice, then going up to his parents, then calling him street trash, calling the fans street trash. Gunther just delivered, I believe, one of the most villainous promos that I've heard in the WWE in a long time. That was something. Yeah.
It's the same reason you're gonna lose to me at SummerSlam is because you don't have any heart.
Yeah.
You don't know what it feels like to have to fight for everything you have.
That's crazy. So right now, Gunther is being portrayed, or he's portraying himself really, as the guy who was born with a silver spoon up his ass, right? That's what is happening here. He's been portrayed as the entitled one, right? Who has had everything really handed to him, who has had a life of luxury and elegance, and Damian Priest really street trash, as you just called him. So this is very interesting.
We find out after SummerSlam if you're something more than
You're right, True. This is indeed a Triple H Booker T promo.
Conceited, privileged scumbag.
There we go. Man, this was something that I was not expecting for the dynamic to... Wow. Damian Priest over here showing Gunther away, and look what we have here. We got Braun Strowman. Come on, what a party pooper. I think Braun Strowman right now gets the party pooper of the year award. If I could give away a Slammy, I would give away one right now. Party pooper of the year, Braun Strowman. You've got to be kidding me, literally. We've got these two butting heads right now, going at it. Things are getting intense, and out comes one somebody nobody wants right now. One big sob. A sob story, really. Braun Strowman. Come on. That was terrible. Really a total party pooper. You've got to be kidding me. By the way, Aviana welcome. Good to see you. Welcome to the channel. It is great to see you. We got Andy saying from Walter's country is a different way of living. You have to look at his way. Absolutely. The life of elegance, luxury, royalty is where Walter belongs and he's from. And of course, the opposite is being portrayed over here for Damian Priest. That's that. And let's take a look at a suggestion, a comment here from James, actually. James said, AJ, I have a good question for you. You could do for a poll. It could be on any of your platforms that you could do polls on. The question could be, what do you consider yourself, an AEW or a WWE mark? It will tell you a lot. Okay. All right. So, sure, we could absolutely do that. You know, I'm gonna post this question on the YouTube community tab itself. So, you know, everybody will be able to vote. And the question will be, what do you consider yourself, a fan of the WWE, AEW, or both? Let's do that and see where the loyalty or the love really lies. That's a good question, James. I'm gonna do that today. I'm definitely gotta do that. Let's see. Braun, one big jobber, says true. Absolutely agree with that. You know, people like Braun Strowman, I mean, I'm surprised that he's booked on the show. He's booked to be on TV. That's never usually the case. But people like Braun Strowman, people like Omos, they're just mere spectacles for the WWE, right? They're just there for the heck of it. They're just there so the other company doesn't get them, and also so they can attract the casuals at the fan conventions, meet and greets, signings, live events, house shows. That's why they're really there, to attract the casuals that, whoa, look at these WWE stars. They're big, they're larger than life. That's really what they're there for. They're not there for the championships. They're not there for the stories. I think we got to be glad that Omos is not being used in stories. He could never really sell the storytelling at all. But yeah, that's really what they're for, to attract, to woo the casuals. That's about it. We got Andrew saying, I didn't realize Priest and Gunther are the same height. Exactly. And that's why I was really looking forward to this face-to-face right here. I did not really have a lot of expectations from it, because Damian Priest, even though he's been slowly winning me over, I have not necessarily been a very big fan of his title run thus far. So I was looking forward to this face-to-face because I'm a big fan of Gunther. So I wanted to see what kind of dynamic, what kind of chemistry do these two share. And I was very impressed. I was very impressed with the little segment that we got. So much so that, man, when Braun Strowman's music hit, I was mad that the segment got over because, man, it was good. And Gunther, as Berman said, Gunther is nice on the mic. He really is. You know, today, whatever he said, it really, I mean, if there was no gray area here, really, there was no gray area. The reality and kayfabe, whatever Gunther was saying during the promo, you couldn't tell if he was being real or if this was still kayfabe. Because you know that Gunther really comes from that kind of background, right? You know that he really comes from that country that is known for its etiquettes and its luxury and its life of comfort. You know it from his dressing sense, from the way he carries himself. And then he's calling him street trash. He's talking about how being on the street is a choice, which a lot of people, by the way, sadly in America, suffer from, you know, homelessness. So saying something like that is a choice, it automatically makes you an absolute heel heading into the match. It's a very sensitive topic, and when you have such bold things to say, it makes you a heel. So that was a good promo, a good segment, and I am excited about this match. And here we are now. Yeet. We've got the Yeet Man, and we've got Pierce.
You like it? Appreciate it. Yeet. Officially.
Okay.
What are you doing, man? You're gonna give Ilya Dragunov an opportunity with Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship.
What business is it of yours?
Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
Sami Zayn and the Intercontinental Championship are my business.
You lost that Money in the Bank. Sami Zayn's the champion. He comes to me with respect, by the way. You might learn from that. He asked for a match, and I granted it. What do you have to say about it?
You know, I don't care about your respect or Sami Zayn's for that matter. Because, you know, congrats. You made a match. I'm about to go destroy everybody that's in it. Really?
Yeah, that's what you want to do.
Come on.
That's what you want to do.
No.
Do it tonight, and here's why. Because I got one hothead on the shelf already, and I don't need you joining Drew McIntyre on suspension. Gentlemen, if you please, security.
Well, thank you, Adam Pierce. Thank you for that.
I know the way out. I got it. Really.
Come on.
sure he gets everything done. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Oh, come on. I've got a bad feeling about this already now. If Braun Breaker actually interferes in this match and that stops Ilya Dragunov from becoming champion, I'm going to be really upset. Come on. I was really optimistic. I was really hopeful that Ilya Dragunov is going to be walking away as champion tonight. But now, after that segment, I've got a bad feeling that Braun Breaker is going to be the next party pooper of the night. He's going to be filling Braun Strowman's shoes, apparently. We got Andrew saying, once again, Andrew says that Gunther always looks so much taller than Priest, and I got to agree with that. Yeah, but Priest is a big guy. He's a big man. The bisexual Undertaker. Berwin says, didn't Braun at one time said something similar to Gunther's promo? Yeah, probably did, but the only difference between Braun Strowman and Gunther is that nobody cares about Braun Strowman, but people do listen to Gunther. So that's the difference. I mean, Braun Strowman can come out, say whatever the heck that he wants. Nobody's gonna care. Not me. Anyways, we got Andy saying, AJ, you have to look at it a different way. WWE's building Priest as a face. Maybe they are. You know, he's been laughing a little bit over here and there. He's smiling a little bit. We saw him, of course, with Dominik early on. He was, having some fun at his expense. It seems like they could be trying to build him as a face, brother. You're right about that. And, slowly, eventually, he will branch out of the Judgment Day, and he will have to be a man of himself. I think that they're actually doing that. They are kind of building him as a, Jey Uso kind of a face, I guess. You're right. I think so, too. You got True saying having unbiased as a choice. That'd be nice. Yeah, we'll do that. AEW unbiased, enjoy both. Absolutely, true, I'll do that. Thank you once again, James. Great suggestion, brother. You got Andy saying, I'm a fan of neither WWE or AEW, I'm just a fan of pro wrestling. Yeah, most of us over here in the chat are just like that. I'm very proud of that, because over here, we watch both the shows with just as much enthusiasm, as much fun, excitement, and it's always the right way to watch the show, because that way you're not missing out on anything. You're not missing out on good matches in WWE or good matches in AEW. It's fun both ways. Alright, we got Andrew saying Neon is gonna mess up this match. What, Neon? What are you talking about, Andrew? Alright, by the way, Braun Strowman over here, like a bulldozer, smashing. Oh my goodness! Damian Priest sending him to the barricade. Big Braun Strowman, by the way, could not break the barricade, but he goes knees first into the barricade, goes over to the other side of it, and it seems like he's hurt his knee. So we'll see how that goes, but Braun Strowman looks like he's injured. Yeah. Alright, back to a commercial break we are. And take a look at the time. It's been about an hour and 20 minutes since we've been watching the show. Nice. It seems like the show has been alright. The show has been sweet. Is it just me, or have the commercials reduced? Because I remember, until last year, we used to have commercial every 6-7 minutes. But maybe they have reduced it a little bit. Maybe. Alright, and here we are, by the way, on WWEshop.com, just taking a look at what's happening. We got 25% off on our purchase. This shirt, by the way, is so criminally bad. It's such a bad graphic. I don't know if you guys have taken a good look at it, but it's such a sad t-shirt. John Cena used to have such great t-shirts, such great merchandise back in the day. But look at this one right here. This is apparently his farewell merchandise, his farewell t-shirt. But look at the graphic. Absolutely terrible. Especially the back door over here. This is something you can probably make in 2 minutes on your phone. So absolutely ridiculous stuff done with his merchandise, I've got to say. I was really let down by it. I would say perhaps even this merchandise right here was better than what we have in this farewell merchandise. Terrible stuff. Anyways, they are now selling the Wyatt mask again, but the Uncle Howdy mask, I'm sorry, but I'm surprised that they're still selling the old one. Now Uncle Howdy, the mask that he wears, is like half face. But they're still selling it as this one right here, which is interesting. Not sure. Yeah. So this is merch piece that is back over here. Let's see, what else do we have here? Seth Rollins t-shirt is always cool. Cody Rhodes, the title belt. By the way, did you guys hear that apparently WWE is trying to repackage or revamp the world titles? Cody Rhodes and Bayley's championships apparently getting a facelift. I was very surprised when I read that report, and I don't think that the report could be credible, because I find it hard to believe, because they recently introduced the Undisputed Championship, which was gold in color and all that stuff, and the title that basically Cody's holding right now. So a report that says that WWE is looking to revamp or give the title a facelift along with Bayley's title really is surprising me. Really, I'm having a hard time believing it, because it's a championship belt. It's not an iPhone that gets a facelift every single year. It's a championship belt, and a championship belt should stay the same way for an extended period of time, if not at least a decade, right? Because that's how you make it feel important, and that's how it gains credibility over time, and it becomes more easily recognizable. Now, if you're going to change the title's design every single year, you know, I don't know. It's not my thing. I don't think it's a good idea. But we're back from the commercial break right here, guys. Back from it. And Braun Strowman having a hard time against Damian Priest. Damian with a nice punch to the face. He looks like he's going to go for it again over here. And Braun Strowman is back at it, surprisingly. Two clotheslines in a row to Damian Priest, and now squashing him in the corner. Priest in trouble. And he goes down hard. Going for the cover on Priest. He kicks out. The match continues. Alright, Braun Strowman now grabbing Damian Priest by the throat. Priest in a little bit of trouble, grabbing Braun Strowman by the throat as well. Look, no matter what Priest does, I'm pretty sure he cannot deliver a clothesline to Braun Strowman. You know, Strowman is a big guy. And there you go, Strowman was going to go for the clothesline on Priest. Priest going after his leg over here, going after his bad knee, and one more time a big kick to the back of the head. Strowman in trouble. Damian is gonna go for it again. Oh my god, spinning kick right there to the back of the head one more time. Strowman trying to get back up, and once again, a spinning kick, and Strowman goes down. Looks like Priest is looking for a fatality move over here. Over to the ropes, rebound, Strowman grabs Priest, but his bad knee gives out one more time. He goes down to a knee, struggling to stay on his foot over here, and there he goes, squashing in the corner. Priest could be looking for a choke slam. Is it gonna happen? Oh my goodness, that's crazy. I did not expect that. I did not expect Strowman to get choke slammed by Priest, and he's done it. Pretty cool. You know, it takes two to put all of those wrestling moves, but that was pretty well executed. Priest delivering a choke slam to Strowman is impressive. Cool stuff. With that being said, Strowman is victorious, and Priest Priest is victorious, and as expected, Strowman with the L. But is Priest also going to be able to do the same at SummerSlam? I highly doubt it. I really don't think that Priest is going to retain at SummerSlam. Gunther is going to be the champion. There's really no way that Priest retains at SummerSlam. And I feel like this could be the reason why he's slowly turning face. Maybe they're looking to, they're trying to see what could be next for Priest from here, because obviously once Gunther becomes champion, he's not dropping the title. He's not dropping it for a long time. So what is Priest gonna do next? Maybe that's why he's becoming a babyface now. And here we are now. He sold the choke. He sure did, brother. He sure did. And Gunther is back, by the way. On the apron, we're getting a little face-to-face. Let's do it. That's what I like. Oh, wow. A chop here from Gunther, but Priest laying Gunther down. That's surprising. Did not see that coming. We have a little bit of a cat fight going on right now between the two. Another chop and a... Wow, a clothesline here from Priest. Priest is Mr. Invincible tonight, apparently. And a clothesline to Gunther. Gunther rolling to the outside. Wow. I guess this was just Priest's night. Good for him. Good for him. You know, if this was the night before the pay-per-view, True would say, okay, this means that Gunther is winning tomorrow. But, you know, I still think so. I feel like Gunther will win at SummerSlam.
There they are. Sounds like you guys finally came around. That's great to hear. Now that that's all behind us.
What? I don't know what's happening.
It's simple, all right? I figured out who Uncle Howdy is. It's Bo Dallas.
Yeah, we all know that.
Yeah, I've been telling everybody, but look, here's the plan for tonight, all right? I'm going down to the ring. I'm calling Bo out. But this time, I got my crew by my side. The gang's got my back, just like the old days, like you were saying.
Oh, Chad, I'm sorry, we weren't talking about you just now.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Oh, Xavier.
We were just talking, and we know Kofi's gonna be gone
Xavier
for a few weeks,
and
so
beautiful women, you know,
Tozawa and Ortiz
somehow
would love to
they
take
always
you to
find
stand
each
up
other.
against the Final
It's true.
Testament next week.
Okay, hell yeah. Appreciate y'all.
What? What? You're gonna help him and not me? Are you serious?
Yes. I'm serious. Something wrong with him. Look, change, man. Final Testament took Kofi out for next week. Let's make him regret it.
Stay
All
focused.
right?
Next week's important.
Good.
Okay, I don't know what that means, but they're cooking, and let's let them cook. All right, we've got another meaningless match coming up right now. And let's see, True says both guys need to be strong going into the match. Absolutely, brother. No, it is compelling. The segment was amazing, and the aftermath of the match right there between Strowman and Priest was incredible. I am truly excited about this match. I was not until tonight, but now I really am. I think it's going to be a banger at SummerSlam. Because Damian can also go out there. He can also go out there and put on good matches. There's no doubt about that. And Gunther is an absolute beast. I think the outcome of the match is quite obvious that Gunther is going to win. If he does not, I'll be very surprised. But yeah, he definitely is going to win. Let's see. And he says, yeah, Bo is Uncle Howdy. However, they're going to have somebody else dressed as Howdy tonight. Really? All right. Drew says Creed Bros will be there for Gable. Yeah, and I think that will be the right thing to do as well. Creed Bros haven't really had a lot to do by themselves, and if they get paired up with Gable, it's gonna help everybody. That will be the right move. Also, you know, they could rename themselves as a Singlet Bro or something. We got Andy here saying, AJ, your glasses are very nice. Thank you for that, my brother Andy. These are my prescription glasses, you know. I've been looking at the screen a bit too much. I've been working on the screen a bit too much, the computer and everything. So, yeah, I really had to put on these. So, that's that. Let's see. I know. It's like, this whole thing, it feels awkward. It really does. And you're totally right about Lara looking awkward. And the thing is that if a wrestler is not comfortable with the gimmick that they're portraying or whatever the hell they're doing with the presentation, the fans see it. The fans can see through it. And if the wrestler isn't comfortable with what they're doing, it's so obvious, and you lose interest too, right? The wrestler will only be interesting as long as they know that they're enjoying what they're doing and they believe in it. If they cannot believe in it, the fans will not either. So it's hard to invest in this version of Lara, whatever is going on right now. And Anil says, and I told Otis and Tozawa to help Xavier Woods. I see Anil, but again, just like I said, this man Xavier Woods and beautiful women, they always find each other all the damn time. And it seems like Maxine and Xavier, something could be cooking. Something could be cooking. You know. All right. Got commercial break going on at the moment once again. Let's see if there's something else. Another news. By the way, Joe Hendry, you know, we talk about WWE marks. I mean, we talk about WWE marks and how fans can be marks of WWE or AEW. Joe Hendry is the biggest WWE mark that I've seen in a long time. This guy loves WWE, and it's so obvious. And I don't know how I would feel if I was TNA, but Joe Hendry, all that I see him posting is about WWE. WWE mentioning him, or, you know, commenting under his post or under his tweet. And if they do, he screenshots it, he posts it, and everything. I'm like, this guy is the single biggest WWE mark right now. Joe Hendry. It's so obvious that this guy wants to be in the WWE in the future, and he will be if he's able to keep up, you know, the intensity, if he's able to keep up the popularity, if he's able to, you know, somehow have the fans stay hooked and stay on board. Because fans, you know, it's like the flavor of the month. Joe Hendry is the flavor of the month today. Is he gonna be the flavor of the month tomorrow? I don't think so. So he's gonna have to find a way to stay relevant and to keep fans hooked. You know, to be hired by the WWE later on, you know. So let's see. Hendry becoming cringe. Brother, I'll tell you what, sure. I am sick and tired of that song. I'm sick and tired of that smile. Really, that's the truth. I really found myself attracted to it at first. I was like, wow, this is something new. This is something creative. But then the more I listened to the song and the more I saw that smile of his, I just got tired. I want to knock that smile out of his face. I want to skip the song whenever I, you know, hear it get played. It has tired. It has worn me out. It really has. So you're right. He definitely has become cringe, and not just cringe, just very annoying. Very, very annoying.
Show south of the border. Thanks to all the WWE fans.
You know, we've got Andy over here saying that the Hendry won't be in the long run. That's the thing about it, right? We see, again, with the flavors of the month, right? Fandango, No Way Jose, Joe Hendry. Do they all belong in the same class? Maybe they do. Maybe they do. How do you feel about Joe Hendry's in-ring work, guys? Do you guys like his matches? Do you like his in-ring work? Do you find it average? Let me know. How do you feel about it? And it would be hilarious if Hendry is marking out for the Fed and signs with AEW. It would be crazy, brother. But he is marking out. Look at his Instagram. Look at his posts. Look at his Twitter. All that he does is WWE. That's it. I think that he doesn't even promote his own promotion, TNA, as much as he promotes WWE. Literally. It's so funny. And here we are. The badass women coming out right now. Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, and of course Sonya Deville. Joe Hendry does better than Cassidy. Again, Cassidy. Great name right there that you put forth. Cassidy also was really a flavor of the month, if you think about it. Sure, he is still people still kind of like him, but he's no longer as popular as when AEW first started. People are crazy about Orange Cassidy then. They loved the mannerism, they loved everything that he did, they loved the outfit, they loved the denim jacket, everything. You know, everybody has their peak, and if they're not able to, just like Seth Rollins says, right? Seth Rollins keeps revamping himself, he keeps reinventing. If you're not able to do that, people lose interest. So let's see. You know, of course, we wish Joe Hendry the best. Hopefully he just gets more popular with time, but you know, we'll have to see. Here we are now with Sonya Deville.
Pops over here.
What was Deville just saying to you?
She said that I can hear you, whatever that means. Obviously, we can all see what she does.
Meanwhile, this is Caden Carter.
And this is Shayna Baszler.
And Baszler, look at this. She did this to Zelina earlier. Look at her break the arm of Carter, who works himself out of harm's way, and now takedown on Shayna Baszler. This is a big game.
You know, Katana Chance, once again, I'm pretty sure you guys already know. We've talked about it before, but... One second. I'm trying to pull it up right now for you guys. Yeah. So Katana Chance, when I first time ever when I saw her, right? This is where I saw her, and this is what I knew her for. She was an American Ninja Warrior, a legend of American Ninja Warrior, as they used to call her, and this is her, Katana Chance, as you see right now. Of course, she went by her real name, Casey Catanzaro, back then, and she was just super popular. And the first time that I saw her athletic skills and I saw her go, I was like, wow, she would just be fantastic if she were to join the WWE. And truly a legend in her own right in the American Ninja Warrior world. But over here in the WWE, it just never really, I feel like it never really worked out. Sure, she's in a tag team right now, but I still don't feel that she's a big enough star, still don't feel that she's a big enough following or people actually care about her matches. Everything about her, maybe it's not her, maybe it's the WWE and the way that they present her. But everything, look at these two ladies right now. Look at Casey and Katana. Look at these two. I would say Kaden Carter and Katana, very similar outfits, very generic outfits. I don't see any logos. I don't see anything that I could relate them with. They haven't done enough work in their presentation. It's obvious. I don't see a special gimmick. I don't see a special theme. Nothing. I don't know what can I relate them with. There's nothing that is relatable here. It's very generic. Nothing stands out when it comes to their presentation. And maybe it's WWE's fault. Maybe it's not her fault at all. And she goes flying. There you go. Look at her, how athletic she is, how comfortable she is with these moves, right? But still hasn't really worked out. Andy says, Joe Henry does better than Cassidy. I'm so glad Sonya is back, says Andy. Yeah, brother. It is good to see her back. It would be nice to see some matches from her as well. Usually her matches are, not matches or they're not very long matches. So it would be nice to see her actually wrestling as well, once in a while. With that being said, commercial break is one more time upon us. But just like I said, Casey or Katana Chance, I really feel disappointed because I had so much hopes from her. I thought she would be just fantastic, or she would be such a big deal in the WWE. It hasn't happened yet, and somewhere I still feel so disappointed because obviously it's like the next Ronda Rousey thing for me. Ronda Rousey, when she came over, I was like, this is it. Wow, women's division is gonna go to a whole new level, and it did. But still, Ronda Rousey never really made it, and it was just terrible. It was terrible. And same with Katana. I thought, okay, this is gonna be a game changer. Hasn't been anything like that. We got True saying, not the Cassidy that knocking people on with monkey wrenchers. Yeah, that's right. Monkey wrenchers. Yeah, brother. Let's see. By the way, GCW has become such a big deal right now. GCW, of course, ever since Nick Khan showed up for one of their events, and now they started sending WWE talent over to GCW here and there. They really have become a big deal. Until last year, I heard that GCW used to pay talent, not a lot of money, $200, $300, for the extras for those scrambled egg matches, sometimes even less than $100. So I don't know what the pay scale is like for GCW. I'm not sure what kind of money they're making now, especially with the streaming and stuff. But I hope it's good because it seems like they're super popular at the moment. Does anybody watch GCW's shows at all? Any of their live streams? Because I was just looking at the news and stuff, and it seems like their Bloodsport pay-per-view is going to come up very soon. With Sonya and Shayna and Zoe actually announcing the group, it would be better worth the wait, says Andy. Yeah, brother. It's at least good to see her regularly on TV, right? That's cool. Wow. Scott Steiner, by the way, on steroid use. This is a recent interview that he's done, apparently. And this is what he says. He says that you can make all the accusations that you want, but he never failed a drug test. That is what Scott Steiner says. He says you could accuse him of taking steroids or whatever. He never did. Of course, if you look at Big Papa Pump, if you look at his physique, right? a lot of people, especially from that era, when steroid use was very prevalent, a lot of people point out that, okay, this guy is definitely roided up, but he says, no, I never took steroids. I was all natural. It is hard to believe, but let me know what you guys think. Do you think that Scott Steiner is all natural, that he never took steroids? Let me know, guys. Yeah. It definitely feels like he took roids at some time, right? It doesn't matter if he didn't take it during his time with, the promotions, but it definitely seems like he took them at some times. In college, it makes sense. All right, and here we are now, back from the commercial break. The match is still underway. Yeah, Lyra just doesn't look comfortable with whatever the heck she's doing right now. Wow. This is interesting. I had no idea that Tony Khan actually made a statement like this, but just came across this. Tony Khan has said, my Mount Rushmore Sting to me is up there. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Bret Hart, Steve Austin. I'd have to think Ric Flair. John Cena is one of the best wrestlers and certainly one of the greatest of this modern era, without a doubt. I did not know that Tony Khan actually made a statement like that. Even talking about John Cena being up there. That's awesome. That's cool. That is cool. And good on Tony Khan, by the way, to, talking about Mount Rushmore. Every single person that he's mentioned, right, has been on his show, except for John Cena, obviously. Pretty cool. By the way, Ric Flair is no longer with AEW. And a lot of people are wondering why. It's funny because when Ric Flair was signed with AEW, when he announced that he had entered a multi-year deal with the company, a lot of people were critical and they were like, wow, why are you signing Ric Flair? This guy should not wrestle. He should not be in a wrestling ring. What is happening? A lot of people were critical of Ric Flair joining AEW. And now that he's left, a lot of people are critical of Tony Khan not being able to use the power of Ric Flair to boost the ratings or, to pique interest or anything like that. It's funny. But, the reason why Ric Flair is no longer with the company is because Ric Flair's Woo Energy drink was sponsoring AEW. Now that sponsorship has fell apart, the company is no longer paying AEW. And that's why Ric Flair is no longer with the company. And it's not any kind of a revenge that, okay, the sponsorship has ended and that's why we're going to release you. The thing is that AEW was not really paying for Ric Flair's services in the company. Apparently, Tony Khan made this statement sometime back when he was signed with the company and Tony was facing criticism for it. Tony Khan said that Ric Flair was paying for himself, in a sense. He said that sponsorship money that AEW was receiving from the Woo Energy drink was actually being used to pay Ric Flair, of course, for his appearances in AEW. And now that the sponsorship money is not coming in, they have no money to pay Ric Flair, and that's apparently why he's been let go from the company. And he's not in any of the creative plans moving forward. So that's that. And here we are now. The match is still underway. Zoe Stark, Shayna Baszler are looking to put this to an end. And oh my goodness, that was brutal. That was brutal from Shayna, but Zoe is going for the cover, and thank God it's over. The match is over, and the team of Zoe, Shayna, and of course Sonya with the victory. That finisher, by the way, was brutal. I hope that she's okay. It's cool stuff. Exactly true. He served his purpose, and what more did he actually have to offer? He came in as a gift for Sting. He did what he had to do, and I don't think there was anything else really for Ric Flair to do over there. I mean, commentary? I don't think he would be such a great commentator either, so I agree. The three look good together, that's for sure. I agree, true, and I was expecting that as well, It's sad, but what can we do? Kaden Carter and Katana Chance are not great. I mean, they're great. They're good wrestlers. But the presentation is awful. The outfit is awful. The entire thing needs to be repackaged. If not, they should be split. They should be separated, put on two different brands. Really should not be together. I hate to say this, but they've been These two have been together. These two have been a team for such a long time, and they really have achieved nothing. Sure, they've been tag champions. They've been tag champions in the past, but have they really done anything with those titles? Were they really able to have a good run with those titles? Were they able to add anything to those titles? I don't think so. They did not even have a memorable run with the titles. It's crazy. So these two should not be a team anymore. They have not achieved anything as a team, and they will not. It's over. It's over. They should do something else now. Own separate paths. And he says there was nothing else for Flair being his son-in-law isn't there anymore. That's right. Exactly. That's true. Even Andrade isn't there anymore, so that's very true. Absolutely.
Taylor Swift's boyfriend, greatest tight end.
There was a time when people were thinking that, okay, Charlotte Flair is going to go to AEW, and now we have Andrade in the WWE. It's crazy how the tables turn sometimes, right?
F-word. Do his thing.
Hey, it wasn't a cruel summer by any means for the Miz.
And there was no bad blood, and there was no cardigans. The American Century Championship was a blast, and The Miz had a moment where he was good at golf instead of sucking like he usually does.
Those tag titles look good, right? They look good.
We know Liv did help us win the championship.
Yeah. No worries. It's okay. Yeah, Liv played her games and it didn't work. At the end of the day, the tag team titles are back where they belong.
Yeah.
And now it's my turn to get my title back.
Yeah.
That's right, Rhea.
Sorry to interrupt.
She's mad with nobody else but Dominik. It's so funny.
About you, so I went to Pierce and I got a match made, and I'm gonna teach him a lesson that no one talks about.
Oh, this is gonna be good. Is it gonna happen tonight?
Are you stupid? Why are you picking a fight with Jey Uso?
I mean, I'll just go cancel it. I'll go talk to Pierce.
No.
This is gonna be good.
What are you, a coward or something?
Oh, this is great.
No, I mean, I won't cancel the match, but I just wanted to show Jay and everyone else that you're still my mommy and that you belong to me.
Such a kid. This guy is such a kid.
I mean, I didn't mean it like.
I know, true. I know.
I didn't mean it like that. That's not what I.
Man, this Dominik guy, such a kid. Even Corlito says it's not cool. That's gotta be good. I'm not sure, is this match gonna happen tonight? I really hope so, because I'd like to see Dominik get his ass whooped by Jey Uso. It's gotta be great. And I love Rhea Ripley and the interaction that she's been having with Dominik tonight. The way that she asked him if he was stupid was great. And of course, the outfit as pointed out by True, great. Yeah, it was good. It's a good night for Rhea Ripley and Rhea Ripley fans, that's for certain. With that being said, another commercial, by the way. Did we just not return from a commercial? And we're back at a commercial break over here. Another question for all of you guys. Anybody over here actually plays this game Supercard? Anyone? Let me know if you do. You know, I tried...
Do you know what...
Anyways, whatever that was. I tried playing Supercard like once. I never really got it. I mean, I think I got it, but I didn't really have fun with it. I mean, okay. You have cards beating up each other, and then you gotta purchase more cards, I guess, more powers for the card. It was not my cup of tea, alright? Let me know if anybody actually plays Supercard over here. No, I don't play that game, says Andy. My man. High five, brother Andy. High five. Yeah, so, you know. I guess I'm too old for this stuff now. Alright, let's see. What else do we have going on over here? By the way, Miko Satomura has been advertised for WWE events in Japan. Interesting. True says, you play Uno? I love Uno, True. I love Uno. I think that Uno is the only 2 card games that I play once in a while. Uno, and there's another card game which I think that nobody would know about, or maybe you guys do. It's called Go Fish, and I've been playing that game since I was a little kid. I don't know how to play any other card games really except for these 2. And Go Fish is such a good game if you have like a group of 4 or 5 people, 6 people. Go Fish is a fantastic game, fantastic party game. It's so fun, so easy to play. Yeah, if you guys don't know it, like, look it up. It's a fun game. And Uno, obviously, Uno is great. We got brother Broman, my man. I don't know how to play spades. I don't know a thing about it. I just don't. Embarrassing, right? What about you, Broman? Do you play? Indeed, says true. Yep. Mika Satomura is great to watch in the WWE. One day we should have an Uno party. You know, Uno, the app. Yeah, we can all play like online. We should do an Uno party one day. I'm telling you that. We should definitely. I used to play Go Fish when I was younger. Me too, Andy. Me too. Yeah, never grew up. I still love Go Fish. I guess it was a game that all the kids used to play, right? Probably. All right, let's see. Let's see if there's any other man. Now, you know what I said that maybe I'm getting older for this? I think I am, because I see people getting hyped, and by people I even mean Triple H, getting hyped about all these rappers and all these people making theme songs for these pay-per-views. I don't know a single one of them. And Triple H made this statement. He said, excited to have my friend Jelly Roll. So Jelly Roll is back with 2 official SummerSlam theme songs. And apparently he's also going to be live at SummerSlam to play those theme songs, as teased over here by Triple H. It seems like it's going to happen. But Jelly Roll is the guy behind this year's theme songs. I would just like to ask a question to all of you guys. Do you know who Jelly Roll is, or is it just me who's like super duper old now? Come on, guys, don't make me feel old. Somebody tell me that you don't know Jelly Roll, because I really never heard of this guy. Never did. And we got Andy saying, I also used to play Kick the Can. That's cool, brother. Jelly Roll is a crossover country rapper. That's cool. Andy knows him. I don't. We got Adam Pearce now.
Sorry, GM.
Which means
Ladies and gentlemen, please.
Drew McIntyre should be around here. Where's Jonathan at? He's been really excited about Drew McIntyre all week long, and now that he's coming back, Jonathan isn't here. Okay. Pretty good. There he is, Drew McIntyre, on his way out. The fans are popping, and it's so funny because they're making such a big-ass deal out of this, out of his return, as if he's coming back after 2 months. I think he was gone like 2 weeks or a week, right? That's about it. Yeah, but they're making such a big deal out of about this. It's beautiful. It's great. Thank you for that, my brother True. True with the who question. Thank you, True. Thank you. Making me feel better. Pierce just needs to have a match already. Exactly. Pierce versus Nick Aldis. Not at WrestleMania though. Not at WrestleMania. And he says, I want a Drew come back with Zol intro. Me too, Andy. Broken dreams. I really hope so, but it seems like it's not gonna happen. Look, there's been time after time when there were chances for it to happen. Clash at the Castle, just happened. Clash at the Castle, the earlier one, 2022. You had, of course, WrestleMania was a great time for it to happen. Hasn't happened yet. I don't know if it'll ever happen. I kind of have giving up hope on Drew McIntyre bringing back Broken Dreams. All right. The fans with the CM Punk chat. I love that.
Look, obviously I allowed you
That's
to be
great.
here tonight, but I don't want to waste your time or mine. So I'm going to cut it straight. I think we're on the verge of something special with you. I think CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre can be special.
I know. We know.
The match. I'm pretty sure they want the match.
Yeah. Is CM Punk cleared? Did he ever get the clearance?
I know that CM Punk is at home right now like I requested, and he is doing everything he can to get medically cleared.
He's not cleared.
Because he wants the match. The only question in my mind is simple. Drew McIntyre, how bad do you want the match?
I love it.
Adam, you know I want this match more than anything in the world.
Good.
Okay, Drew.
Because I already said it, I think it can be special. So we need to leave the emotion behind. We need to leave the pettiness behind. We need to leave the irrational, unprofessional behavior behind. Because if you can do that, look at me when I'm talking to you.
Wow. Adam Pearce trying to enforce authority over here. Look at me when I'm talking to you. I like that.
I'm ready to do business. I understand you did what you felt that you needed to do, suspending me. And last week, I had to sit in my couch and watch Punk and Seth in this ring knowing I should have been in there. That's on me. I want this match more than anything. Punk wants this match more than anything, but it's not our opinion that matters. The only opinion that matters around here, like you said, is the WWE Universe.
Really? Is Drew McIntyre gonna... Okay.
And let's double check. Is everybody ready for Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk at SummerSlam?
Looks like it's gonna happen at SummerSlam. That's cool. You're right about that, Andy. He really is showing that. I like it. You know, Adam Pearce, at first I was quite critical of his role as GM and whatnot, but he really has won me over. He's good. He might be better than Nick Aldis, actually. You're right. That's right, Ricky.
I'd like to ask Rod Zapata and Danilo Anfibio, please join me in the ring. Thank you, guys. Look, you and I both know what
They
happened
would
at
never call the referees by their names back in the day when Vince McMahon was around, right?
They did not deserve what happened to them. So all I need you to do
is Drew McIntyre gonna apologize to the referees? Holy crap, this is gonna be good.
And apologize for what you did.
Is the egomaniac Drew McIntyre gonna apologize to the referees? Let's do it, Drew. Let's do it.
Why would I apologize to them?
Listen, our referees put their bodies on the line every time they set foot in a ring. They deserve the respect. They were disrespected. I just want you to own it. I just want you to apologize to these two men.
Let's do it, Drew. Come on.
At this point, you're kind of embarrassing me. I recognize you did what you had to do. Let's move forward. There's water under the bridge. Just make the match official.
I'm not being unreasonable. Got hurt and apologize for it. That's it. Nothing more. That's it.
Come on, Drew. There's no shame. Be the bigger man here. Come on. Welcome back, Ricky. Welcome. Hope you had a good dinner, man. Come on, Drew. Come on. The fans chanting, say you're sorry. Come on, Drew, say you're sorry. Is he gonna do it?
No.
What? Did he just not say he wanted more, I mean, the CM Punk match more than anything in his life?
This has happened under your watch. Everything with Punk, WrestleMania, and
What?
Scotland in front of my people. After winning money
Just say no to the officials. What is he talking about?
Under your watch, he's sitting cross-legged like an idiot at that table. Are you grabbing him from behind? Are you interfering in his business? He's setting referees on him. No, that's just me. You deserve that elbow. You should be down on your hands and knees apologizing to me right now.
Wow. Drew McIntyre getting in the face of Adam Pearce saying that you should be on your hands and knees right now. You should be apologizing to me right now. It's not going to be the other way around. I'm not going to apologize to the officials. This guy is losing it right now. He's losing his mind at the moment. He snapped.
I would ever accept an apology from CM Punk. I want his head on a spike. You're going to make that happen. Everyone around here is trying to screw over Drew McIntyre. And I am sick of it.
Wow.
If you are not going to accept and own what you did, then I will. You are still suspended.
Great stuff. Drew McIntyre is back on the suspension period. I like that. First it was Punk that was screwing Drew McIntyre over, and now it's Adam Pearce and those two referees, and that is hilarious. Yeah, you know what, Andy? He really regrets saying that now, does he not? Ricky says, good move, Drew. Yeah, tell Jonathan about this. Oh, Drew McIntyre assaulting the officials one more time. He's not going to lay his hands on Adam Pearce, is he? Seth Rollins coming out. This is going to be good. It will be crazy, guys. If Seth Rollins is able to steal this match from Drew McIntyre, make it about himself versus CM Punk instead of McIntyre versus Punk, that will be crazy. And here we are, Seth Rollins is going to go for the stomp, but Drew McIntyre able to roll out to safety. Of course, Drew McIntyre is suspended. Cool stuff, Ricky. And here we are now, the bodyguards, the bouncers come over here to get Drew McIntyre, the suspended wrestler, out of the building. He's no longer authorized to be here after all. Yeah, it would be insane. I mean, talk about it, you know, Drew McIntyre having these dreams and these hopes of Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk finally happening at SummerSlam, but Seth Rollins intervenes and he takes away his moment. He takes away his SummerSlam moment, his SummerSlam dreams of his match against CM Punk, and makes it about himself and Punk instead. And we get Seth Rollins versus CM Punk, not Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk. I mean, Drew McIntyre is going to be enraged if that were to happen.
Adam Pearce wants to display his power, and McIntyre didn't want to play any of the game. Well, Pat, here's
There you
what
are.
I have with all this.
Three-way at SummerSlam says true. I like that, you know. Who doesn't like a nice three-way? Vince McMahon did not back in the day. Vince McMahon was not a fan of triple threat matches. Apparently, the triple threat match that he had to give to us at WrestleMania 30 was also something that he had to do against his own will. He was not a big fan of triple threat, never had been, especially as main events for the championships. And here we are now, Seth Rollins having a little bit of fun with Pat McAfee. It's about time now that we get Uncle Howdy, right? It's been teased for quite some time. It's been teased all night, even before the show went on the air. Uncle Howdy is going to be doing something significant, apparently, tonight. Let's see. By the way, we are done with 2 hours of the show. We're left with the last hour, and still to come is the Intercontinental Championship. It is going to be a big one because Ilya Dragunov is going to be fighting Sami Zayn for the IC title. Hopefully, Braun Breaker is not going to interfere. I've got a feeling he will, but hopefully no.
Growing up when we were kids, where it was just a...
What just happened?
I saw that. I saw that lady. I saw that lady. See?
What the hell? What's going on here?
Taking a look at what happened earlier in the Pat McAfee show.
Oh, no.
Boys. Yeah, it is. Yep. Is that
a videotape?
This is a videotape from that.
Oh my God.
Man, nothing gets by passing. Nonetheless, that VHS was delivered to the production truck by you earlier today, Pat. So let's take a look.
So now, Andrew was hoping we wouldn't get another VHS tape, but we did. Let's take a look at what it entails. Eric Rowan! Okay! Alright.
How have you been?
I'm alright, thank you.
I'm not gonna lie. The last few years have been very, very hard. You know, I used to have a family.
I know, Andrew,
We were
I know.
unstoppable, inseparable. Always had each other's backs. And then one day, just the whole world changed. I lost a brother. The person in this world who believed in me more than anybody else, just gone. It knocked me on my ass, I'm not gonna lie. But in those situations,
get up, then you wave the dust off you, and you just keep moving. Because that's what you gotta do. Life goes on. And just when I thought I had everything going, my other brother.
Wow. Wow.
He was gone too.
This is powerful, right?
Which meant I had no more family.
I got
No
goosebumps
more
right
will.
now. Really have literal goosebumps from this.
I fell down a well. I couldn't get out. I didn't want to get out.
That's crazy.
Why would I want to get out?
That's crazy.
I felt catatonic. I couldn't move, numb to everything, numb to the world. And who's gonna miss me? Hmm?
That's crazy.
Just Rowan.
How does that make you feel? How does that make you feel?
Wow. The Wyatt family sheep mask has been handed over to.
You know, when I was at my lowest, and you reached out to me and you pulled me up. When I saw your hand, I accepted it. Because I knew I needed it. I knew I needed help. And I got up, and now I had a purpose. A purpose in my life. A purpose to help those like myself. This reminds me of that beacon of hope. We're gonna take our broken hearts and make some beautiful art.
Wow. Wow. I am, as last time when we watched one of these VHS tapes, I am just as speechless, you know, that was powerful stuff. Of course, you know, Eric Rowan right there talking about Brody, Brody's unfortunate passing, talking about Bray's unfortunate departure. That was powerful, you know. Again, tonight's episode is something else because tonight's episode is a lot about reality, right? We're not just talking about kayfabe here. That was real, right? That was very much real. And the emotions were obviously real. You could see it in his face. And that was talking about crossing over from kayfabe world to the real world. That is what that promo was. And it's interesting. Again, the WWE has the fans emotionally involved in the storyline, in the Wyatt Sicks thing, right? So everything is working out just the way that they would like for it to work out. The fans are in it. They're hooked, right? They're emotionally invested in this. Yeah, it's only a matter of time before these guys will get in the ring and will start fighting in the ring. Hopefully, they're able to maintain that mystic aura, that mystique about them once they get in there. But talking about the VHS tape, I had goosebumps and I'm still speechless. Let me know, how do you feel about it, guys? Let's take a look at the comments now. You got Ricky saying R.I.P. Brody Lee. We all think about Brody Lee's son as well. Absolutely, we do. Wyndham Rotunda, Brody Lee. Absolutely, Andy. Yeah. I don't think that a week or maybe a day goes by. I would say, yeah, definitely. It goes by without fans thinking about Brody and Bray. These two left such a big impact, you know, in the industry, that it's hard to think about the past 10 years of wrestling without thinking about Bray, without thinking about the Wyatt family, and the absolute you know, shock that that had followed. So yeah, it's crazy. Anyways, that VHS tape was something special. I had goosebumps. I was out of words. Still am. Andy says, AG should do something special for Wyndham Rotunda in September. It's a beautiful thought, Andy. That's a beautiful thought. Absolutely, Evo. Absolutely. And Andrew says, was the we could not get out of our... So Andrew is getting tired of the VHS tapes. He wants to see them in the ring already. And I get that. You know, I'm also quite intrigued to see how they get in the ring, how the presentation's going to be like. Very, very curious to find that out. Because we haven't seen him in the ring yet at all. Not at all. So, very curious to see that. Also, when we're talking about storytelling, Bo has shared his bit of a story in that interview with Uncle Howdy, and Eric Rowan just did as well. He also shared his story, and he told us the reason why he's there and how the past year or so affected him and whatnot. But what about the other members? What about Nikki? What about, you know, everybody else? What about Dexter, right? How are they going to be able to explain themselves? How were they affected? How were they impacted? I'm not sure if more VHS tapes are going to follow with interviews from them, but if they are, how are they going to explain their involvement and how they got here is what really has me wondering. Ricky says, today was 5 years dated since the Fiend debut on WWE. He attacked Finn Balor on Raw in 2019. Amazing, right? Amazing. 5 years. It feels like yesterday. It really feels like yesterday, doesn't it? And we've got Andrew saying that was to say was the Eric could not get out of AEW, brother. Brother, okay. Andrew says more tapes to come. Yeah, it's gonna be either solo tapes, or I'm just assuming that maybe we just have one tape with all three of them. You know, it could be because they were not as connected, obviously, to Bray or the Wyatt family as Bo and Eric were. So the other three, it could be one single tape. It could be, hopefully. Alright, with that being said, commercial break still going on. Once we're back from the commercial break, we're gonna get a banger of a match, or if not a banger of a match, it should be a banger of a storytelling, because Dominik is gonna go one-on-one against Jey Uso to show Jey Uso who Rhea Ripley belongs to. So it should be interesting. It should be interesting. Let's see. There's gonna be drama, and we're all in here for drama, are we not? Let's see. But overall, let me know, how do you feel about the show tonight? If you like it, if you liked and enjoy Raw so far, because I definitely have. It's been a sweet show. I have enjoyed it. All right, commercials still going on. Andrew says they may not be connect in public per se, but could have me to the world behind the curtain. I get that. I totally get it, brother. Absolutely. Yep. Ricky says, we get Nikki Cross and Dexter and Joe Gacy, Uncle Howdy talk to them next. Yeah, one tape for all three of them. It would make sense. The other three are the thoughts of Wyndham Rotunda, memories he invented for his characters. Indeed, brother. And that's the beautiful part. Again, you know, we see it on the screen right now. Triple H announcing this song for SummerSlam and whatnot. Again, thank you, Brother Andy, for telling me who Jelly Roll is, because I would have not known. Thank you. So Jelly Roll is the guy behind the theme songs for SummerSlam this year, and apparently he's also going to be performing them live at the pay-per-view. Alright, so Dominik already here. It's time to go yeeting, as Jey Uso should be on his way out.
WWE Universe, see it, hear it, and feel it. The biggest screen possible. Get your tickets now for Twisters. Theaters Friday.
Thank you, my brother Andy. Everybody gets ready. I hope everybody's ready. Oh, not through the crowd tonight. That's interesting. Okay. I was expecting for him to make his way out through the crowd. And no yeeting either tonight. Come on, Jay. There we are. That's cool. That's more like it. Everybody, yeet with me. Yeet. That's right. And Broman says, kinda won the Jay before the yeet. Really, Broman? That's interesting. Okay. I get it. Jey has become too good, too big now, right? He's become too big of a deal now. I get it. You know, if there's anybody else who would also want that same old Jey Uso back, it would be Jimmy Uso, because now when Jimmy Uso comes back, Jey Uso has become too big of a deal now, right? He's too popular now to hang out with his brother. So I'm pretty sure, bro, man, I'm not sure if you're Jimmy Uso yourself, but I know that Jimmy Uso is saying the same thing right now, that he wants that old Jey Uso back. That's for sure. But yeah, to bro, man, the only thing that I can say right now is yeet. That's it. Andrew says, Cole needs to just stop. That's right. Yeah, Cole shouldn't even try. That's why I don't try either, because I know I got no rhythm either. You know, old people, what can we do? And Ricky says, I know yeet. Wow, what's up with you, Ricky? Why would you not yeet? And here we are, by the way, cheap shot by a dirty Dominik Mysterio, attacking Jey Uso while he was just busy eating. And here we are, we got an Irish whip here and a drop kick from Dominik to Jey down. Ricky says, I wait for, by the way, Liv Morgan, I just have to tell her, why would she go after Dominik when you've literally got the yeet man right on the roster? If I was Liv, honestly, I would flirt with Jey. I mean, you got somebody yeeting all over you. Why would you not? Yeah. Alright. Probably shouldn't have said that. Jimmy will be showing a different side, says Andy. It would be interesting to see when he comes back. And Andy says Cole just needs to retire. Nah, let's not do that. I used to say that, you know, years ago when Cole was, you know, Vince McMahon's Cole. But now he's cool. You know, he's been nice. He's been sweet. Ricky says Roman hates the word yeet. I know yeet. Okay, the tribal chief. Liv Morgan, she should go after me. I love... Okay, brother Ricky, I see you. And here we are. Dominik, by the way, still continuing to dominate Jey. Trying to show him who Rhea Ripley apparently belongs to. Broman says, you want Jey... Brother, I probably shouldn't have said that. I know that's not what I meant, but when I said it, in my head I was able to figure out and contemplate what I said, and I regretted it instantly. So I probably will have to take down the stream once we're done streaming here. Don't record it, brother. I did not realize what it would mean. Okay, I want Liv and CJ together, says Andy. Brother, it was a great idea. Andy earlier suggested, you know, in the comments earlier, that CJ Perry, since she's a free agent, she should return to the WWE and pair up with Liv Morgan. And now that CJ Perry has quite a reputation herself, and Liv Morgan obviously is living that gimmick right now, maybe together they would make quite a team, you know, just wreaking havoc through the roster. Will be interesting. Good idea, Andy. Good idea. I see you, bro, man. I see what you're trying to do. Not gonna fall for it. Ricky as well. We know what you meant. Brother Andy, you know, out of all the people who would turn heel on me, I would never expect Andy to do so. Okay, brother. By the way, it is Dominik who's been sent to the outside, and Jey Uso now trying to yeet all over him. Yeah, there you go. To the outside. A nice... Oh, he was going to go dive to the outside, but Dominik with an elbow strike to the head. Seems like he's knocked him out cold and sending him over headfirst into the ring post. Dominik showing off right there. Yeah, Jey Uso is in big trouble as we go to a commercial break. CJ pretty sure she's dating Damian Priest, says Ricky. The word is out there. That's the word on the streets right now, that CJ Perry and Damian Priest, there are a thing. But also, let's not forget, I don't know if I have the video for it right now. Let's see. Let me see if I have a video on this context. Apparently I don't. But you know, this guy has a repetition. Yeah, I don't have this video here. But this guy, Damian Priest, has quite a repetition, apparently, of switching partners or changing partners every once in a while. Drew McIntyre said it himself. You know, he was asked about which WWE wrestler would he never want a family member to date, and Drew McIntyre right off the bat says Damian Priest. He said that he's proud of Damian and Damian has got his own thing, but the way that he lives his life and how he changes partner apparently so frequently, Drew McIntyre, would not want a family member to date Damian. So apparently, Damian is a party boy, party man. Yeah. Broman says we need Rusev versus Gunther. Wow, that would be nice. Yeah, but you know what, Broman? We need Rusev, not Miro. Rusev, the Bulgarian brute, or the proud Russian, whatever you might want to call him. But we need that Rusev back. But sadly, I feel like we're past those days. It's like, it's one of those gimmicks that you have to stay true to. I feel like being one of that patriotic kind of a gimmick, right? You can't break out of the shell. And if you do, there's no going back to it. Just like, those spooky gimmicks like The Undertaker, right? Once you break it, you break it. And similarly, with those patriotic gimmicks where you're trying to portray this is how you live your life and this is how you go about your day and how disciplined you are and whatnot. When you break out of that shell and then you start showing off yourself as a video gamer or somebody who just likes to have fun, somebody who just shows up in a white t-shirt and calls himself Miro and shows up with those headphones or headsets on their head, you are portraying a entirely different side of yourself, which is counter opposite to the patriotic Russian or Bulgarian, whatever that was. So Rusev has broken out of that shell, and I don't think that Miro can go back to it because the shell's already been broken, if you know what I mean. So as much as I would love to see Rusev back, I don't know if that's going to happen. And especially now with Lana no longer being around him, I don't know if that's going to be the same thing. Andy says, Ricky, you see Braun Breaker dating Izzy Dam? Wait, who's Izzy Dam? Wait, is that somebody's real name? Oh, wait, is that Carmen? Or is it somebody else? That's somebody else, okay. Wow. Really? Nice. Good for her. That is crazy. That is crazy. So NXT star Izzy Dame, that's Braun Breaker's girlfriend apparently. Good for him. Nice. Braun Breaker is winning at life, guys. He's winning at life. And if you are wondering, just like I was, who Izzy Dame is, I'm going to show it to you right now. Izzy Dame, Braun Breaker's girlfriend. Thank you, Andy. Thank you. I had no idea. Braun Breaker was dating earlier somebody else from NXT. And Cora Jade is who he was dating. But they are no longer a thing. And now he's moved down from one NXT star to the other. Izzy Dame is apparently Braun Breaker's girlfriend. That's good. Let's see. I saw it, Andy, Cora Jade is not happy, but she dated somebody else's. Ricky says NXT is a place to find. Ricky says NXT is a place to find new people to date. Okay, Ricky, I see what you mean. And here we are, by the way, Jey Uso. We're back from the commercial break, and it seems like Jey Uso is back with his momentum as well. And Andrew says, so with Rhea back, does the triangle between Finn, Liv, and Dom continue, or they just drop with Finn's involvement with Liv? I don't know, brother. Is Finn involved right now with Liv Morgan? Or is he involved with Carlito and JD McDonough playing video games all day long? Like, what's going on with Finn Balor? I cannot take him seriously. I try to take him seriously. It seems like there's something cooking right now. But then week in and week out, all I see him doing is playing those damn video games. So, I don't know, but here we are now with Liv Morgan. Pretty sure Dominik does not want her around right now, but here she is anyways. Oh my goodness. That's not something you want to see, right? That's not... Oh my... What the hell is happening? Oh. That's not good. That is not good. Wow. Wow. Liv Morgan obviously trying to take advantage of the situation, but Rhea Ripley is not going to stand for it right here. She is coming out, and Liv Morgan she seems like she's seen a ghost. She's making her way out. She's making her way out of the crowd right there. Of course, Rhea Ripley is not happy. Liv Morgan has escaped through the crowd right there, guys. Look at her. Look at her just running away as Rhea Ripley stares on. Of course, the showdown at SummerSlam is going to be good. That was insane. That was insane. And I'm pretty sure that Dominik is going to get counted out. He doesn't even realize it. Maybe not, because Rhea Ripley's on top of it. But Jey Uso now looking to take advantage of big-ass spear here from Jey Uso to Dominik. The Yeet Man is looking to climb the top turnbuckle and yeet all over Dominik. Yeet. There you go. Going for the cover. It's a yeet, yeet, and a yeet. That's right. Jey Uso with a pinfall victory over Dominik. And of course, Rhea Ripley is not happy. Dominik could not show Jey Uso who Rhea belonged to. Apparently, that was sad. Yeah, Rhea Ripley is let down over here one more time by Dominik's actions. Andrew says, let alone McDonough and Finn because of Liv. Could this how the Judgment Day ends? I mean, we're looking at the end of it already, brother. You know, look at what just happened here. Liv Morgan once one more time just trying to get on top of Dominik in front of the world. Rhea Ripley couldn't just stand in the back, watch it all happen. And look at Jey Uso, by the way. Did you see that? Jey Uso wants Rhea Ripley to give him a call. That is yeet. I like that. Okay. That was funny. I see, Andy. That's cool. Thank you for that. Volleyball player. Izzy Dane, when she used to play volleyball, she used to play spike 60 miles per. That's crazy. 60 miles is insane. Very cool. And Ricky here says, Mommy Rhea, run, live, run. I love Liv, says Ricky. Run to the crowd. I know. That was cool. But this year, the build to SummerSlam has been insane, right? First, you've got Gunther versus Damian, which is going to be a banger of a match. We already know that. Then you've obviously got Rhea Ripley, who's going to be going one-on-one against Liv Morgan. The intensity to this rivalry is unreal, and this match is going to be an absolute beauty. That's for certain. There's so much happening at SummerSlam this year. CM Punk versus, hopefully, we're going to get Drew McIntyre, or we could get Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, CM Punk in a three-way dance. Then, hopefully, Ilya Dragunov is going to be champion by then, and we're going to get a banger from him as well. SummerSlam this year is unreal. The build to it is incredible, and we haven't had such an exciting SummerSlam and such an exciting build to SummerSlam in a very long while. And this is going to be good, guys, because just when we thought we had seen it all and we were not going to get anything past that VHS tape tonight, Chad Gable's coming out right here, and he's not coming out tonight to call out Uncle Howdy. He's coming out tonight to call out Bo Dallas. So this is definitely going to be interesting. Let's see. This is going to be good. With that being said, guys, another commercial is upon us already. So many commercials, but once we come back from this commercial break, it's gonna be good because obviously Chad Gable is on his way out. He will be calling out Bo Dallas. It's gonna be interesting. Are we gonna be getting a first appearance of Bo Dallas without the Uncle Howdy mask, without that attire? Is Bo Dallas gonna come face to face with Chad Gable? That's the question. And he says SummerSlam used to be one of my favorite events to collect in DVDs back in the 90s. Andy, how do you feel about living in this world today where there's no collection of DVDs, or any tapes or CDs or none of that stuff, and everything is digital? How do you feel about that? Because honestly, I grew up collecting DVDs as well. And, as you see, the boxes behind me, right? Much of these boxes that you're seeing here are from the older days. Like, I'll try pulling. I just pulled one up right now, right? Much of these boxes are the old games, like the PS3 games, because nowadays you talk about the games for the current gen consoles, they're all digital, so you don't need these. But I used to love having physical ownership of games and movies. I used to love collecting them. Now everything is basically digital. And I understand the convenience of it, but I don't really like it. But how do you feel about it, Andy? I mean, somebody who used to be a collector of it since the 90s, how how do you feel about the obvious change in the way we consume and we own media now? Let me know. And anybody else as well, if you have any opinion on it, let me know. And Ricky says, that was my game back in the day. Mine as well, brother. Mine as well. Actually, it's funny because in my PS3, this is funny. Inside my PlayStation 3, I actually have this game because I recently made a video on this game, if you remember. So I have this game in my PS3, but inside this case, I actually have a GTA 3, GTA 5 game, actually. That is funny. Yeah. That is hilarious. But, you know, also another thing that we used to get in these boxes were these manuals, and I used to love them. You know, there was so much stuff there. And if you look at this particular manual that I have, we also have an announcement on the All Stars game that was supposed to come out around that time. Yeah, cool stuff. Real cool stuff. Oh, that's funny because there's also a code here. I don't think it can be used anymore, but there's also a code here that can be used to access online features of the video game, which is funny. Also in here, you see this that says you're either Nexus or you're against us, coming soon. So it was a DLC for 2K20 for 2011 game. Interesting. Free issues of magazine that used to exist back in the day but does not exist anymore, the WWE magazine, that is. So much cool stuff. Yeah. But having physical ownership to these games was funny. Nowadays games don't even come with these, right? They've cut costs. And Andy says, that's why I enjoy all my collection of DVDs. I watch them still over streaming. I understand. And it was perfect. Now it's all about convenience, but we're not really owning anything, even though we're paying for everything. And we're paying a little bit more than usual. But you're right, yeah. Adrian, did you play Raw vs. SmackDown 2 on PSP one time? I did not have a PSP. I had a PS2, and I played it. My friend had a PSP, and I remember playing Raw vs. SmackDown on it. But the experience on playing a game on a PS2 and a PSP was quite different. PS2 games were fantastic. PSP at that time were still limited at, you know, as per what they could do. They were not as good. So I love PS2. I loved my PS2. Yeah. Talk about a lot of nostalgic stuff right now. Let me keep this thing back, and I'll be back. All right. Cool. Right where it belongs. Cool stuff. So, wow, we did all of that stuff, and the commercial break is still going on. It's still going on. Such a long break. Looks like we're gonna get Logan Paul this Friday on SmackDown, which is nice. All right. I knew this was coming. Knew it.
We lost in front of Rhea, huh? It's rough. Speaking of which, take it easy.
Oh, this is not good.
Dom, let's get something straight. I don't belong to anyone. I'm not yours.
I knew it.
You're mine.
Oh, okay. That is interesting. Okay, I'm not sure what that means, but Rhea Ripley said, Dom, let me get this straight. I don't belong to anyone. I'm not yours, you're mine. Rhea Ripley says, Dominik, you're mine. Liv Morgan wants to get on top of him. This guy just keeps getting dominated by these women, which is interesting. Let's see where it goes next, but Rhea Ripley's not giving up on Dominik, and neither is Liv. This is getting interesting, very interesting. Anyways, here we are now at Chad Gable.
What will go down as the greatest mystery, well, ever in WWE.
More than the golden... Remember the golden egg mystery? Vince McMahon's golden egg? Terrible stuff.
It's in fact none other than Bo Dallas.
The golden egg thing was terrible. It was the worst idea ever.
Anyone but him, but Master Gable cracked the case. So tonight, Bo, after everything you and the freaks have put me through over the last month, I'm calling you out. Get in this ring right now, and we're gonna solve.
This is gonna be interesting. Is Bo Dallas actually gonna show up?
Regular
Wow. He's right down to business right here, Chad Gable. He's not messing around. He wants Bo Dallas to show. Oh my goodness. Wow. The first appearance as himself as he makes his way out. Bo Dallas is here as him freaking. Oh my, what the hell?
Bo Dallas attacked from behind the net. That's Brutus and
Oh my gosh. The Creed brothers. True said it long time back. The Creed brothers were going to join forces with Chad Gable. And there we have it right here, guys. Bo Dallas was making his way out to confront Chad Gable since he was called out by him. But the Creed brothers over here attacking Bo Dallas, blindsiding him. It's a 2-on-1 assault. That is crazy. So now what we have here is a brand new faction that's been formed. This is great. This is going to benefit everybody. It's going to benefit the Creed brothers. It's going to benefit Chad Gable. Great to see that this is finally a thing. But also, you can't help but feel sorry for Bo Dallas. This was his first appearance as himself in the ring. But of course, taken out by the Creed brothers. This is insane. Absolutely crazy. And Bo's laughing. You're right, True. The predictions champion for a reason. But Bo is laughing as he's down right there. This kind of reminds me of Joaquin Phoenix. It reminds me of the Joker, right? He's laughing in pain. He's laughing in pain right here. That's crazy. But these guys are still not done with Bo Dallas. Still taking him out. Completely assaulting this guy. That's insane. Elbow strikes after elbow strike to Bo Dallas. And he's still laughing for some reason. Oh, gosh. This guy's laughing like a lunatic. Wow. This guy's getting manhandled by everybody. And nobody came to Bo's rescue. The leader of the group, Uncle Howdy himself, and the way that he's being portrayed tonight is weak, broken, and maybe a bit unstable, who's laughing at his own pain. Wow. And he says, no surprise that this has happened. Everybody knew that this was coming. That's right, but the way that Bo Dallas is being portrayed here, the way that he's laughing in his pain, even has Chad Gable confused. And he can't tolerate that laughter anymore. He grabs him by his ears. He's shouting at him. This really reminds me of Joaquin Phoenix. I mean, remember his performance in The Joker? He laughed in his pain. Remember that subway scene? Joaquin Phoenix getting beaten up in the subway on the train and he's just laughing? Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. Wait a second. Is Uncle Howdy gonna show up? Well, Ricky did say, I'm sorry, we had Andy who said that somebody else will dress up as Uncle Howdy tonight. Is that actually happening? Holy crap. Holy crap, what's happening? This is gonna be good. Lots of smoke in and outside of the ring over here. Chad Gable and the boys obviously scared. Looking around, trying to figure out what's going on here. I think Bo Dallas is nowhere to be seen either. Uh-oh. What is going on? Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, wow, look at that. That's a scary visual. That's right, Ricky. They did F up, right? They did F up. Who has picked up the lantern? Is it a lantern? Nikki has picked up the lantern, and they're making... This is scary stuff, guys. Look at them. This is really scary. They're making their way out right. This is scary. Holy crap. Wow. Wow, this is good. Oh, this is scary indeed. I feel I've got goosebumps all over again. Wow. You're right, freaky. Sister Abigail, says Andy. Uncle Howdy, Bo Dallas nowhere to be seen, as the rest of the Wyatt Sicks members haunt them. And now Chad Gable and the Creed brothers trying to make their easy way out. They are trying to escape. Bo Dallas stands up. Bo Dallas is here. This is insane. Is Bo Dallas gonna do the Wyatt pose? Is he gonna do the Wyatt pose on his knees with his hands spread wide? Come on, Bo. I think he is gonna do it. The lantern plays right in front of Bo. Bo's laughing. He's smiling. Man, this is scary as hell. And the ominous laughter. Holy crap! Follow the buzzards. That's the Wyatt pose. This is scary. That was so freaking well done.
Something should just...
That was well done. I think we gotta give it up for those guys. That was very well done. Wow. Just a beat down of Bo Dallas and how he just kept laughing through it. And because he knew that the family would show up. And the family did show up. And when they did, Chad Gable and the boys, they just ran out of there. And then towards the end of it, the way the lantern, it seemed like it showed them light. It seemed like it was, I don't know, Wyndham's presence that Bo Dallas felt. He started laughing when the lantern was placed in front of him. He did that Bray Wyatt pose, and obviously jump scare after that. It was incredible. It was very well done. It was very well done. Follow the buzzards, indeed, Ricky, indeed, Andy. That was creepy, freaky, scary. But one thing it was for sure, it was well done. The presentation was on point. It was a fantastic presentation. With that being said, guys, we are now down with nearly 3 hours. We're left with about 15 minutes of the show, which makes me think that we're not going to get a title change tonight. There's fat chance that Ilya Dragunov is going to be defeating Sami Zayn in a 10 minutes match for the championship. It's a championship match. It's not a regular match. It's a title match. It cannot be, title changing hands in like a 10 minutes match. No way. So Braun Breaker is most likely gonna, ruin this matchup. I'm just letting you guys know so that, we don't get disappointed when it actually happens. We're prepared for it. So I feel like it's not gonna be a title change tonight. But that was the whole segment. The whole Uncle Howdy segment, the Wyatt Sicks segment was insane. Andrew says that's what they needed. Beautiful showing. Indeed, brother. Without a doubt, an absolutely beautiful showing tonight. The first time they actually touched the ring as well. All of them. As a group, as Wyatt Sicks, this was the first time they made their way to the ring. It was incredible. Incredible. It'll be a 3-way IC title fight at SummerSlam, says Andy. So 3-way. So you think it's going to be Braun Breaker, Ilya, and Sami, yeah? But the question is, how many triple threats are we going to have at SummerSlam? Because we're speculating, we're predicting that we could also have Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, and this guy, Seth Rollins, in a 3-way match. So are we also going to have a 3-way for the IC title? Do we need 2 triple threat matches at SummerSlam is a question. Yeah, you'll see. We'll see. And Bray Wyatt is going to be proud. Of course, he's going to be super proud. He's going to be super proud. Not only is he doing some of the best work of his career thus far, but they are carrying forward his legacy. His legacy lives on Bray Wyatt's mind, his genius, his creativity lives on, and it's breathing in the form of Wyatt Sicks. So it's great. It's great. Once again, gotta give a round of applause to the people behind that production, because that was a thing of beauty. It was a thing of beauty. All right, the commercial break is still going on right now. Well, should have said it sooner, because now we're back from the commercial.
Harder lemonade. Hard days deserve a hard lemonade. When we've had a really hard day, like these WWE superstars in the ring, you need a lemonade that hits harder. You need Mike's Harder Lemonade.
Get hard, stay hard. Mike's Harder Lemonade. Tastes like.
You just hear Pat McAfee, get hard, stay hard, Mike's Hard Lemonade. Man, what I said, early on about Jey Uso and yeeting all over, that doesn't sound as bad anymore after Pat McAfee said that. Yeah. Anyways, Andy says, I want to know why Alexa Bliss will win till she graces. Yeah, brother, I am so ready for Alexa Bliss to return. She's the best. Alexa is the best, but when Alexa Bliss shows up, she's gonna steal the spotlight. Let's not forget that. Nikki Cross, she's blending in. The team together, it's a group, it's a faction. When Alexa shows up, she's gonna steal the spotlight. She's gonna take the spotlight away from a lot of other people in the Wyatt Sicks. So she can take her time, I think. But when it happens, it's gonna be beautiful. I'm ready for it. She's amazing. And here we are now, Ilya Dragunov. By the way, next week we're gonna get a 6-man tag team match with Xavier Woods, Otis, and Akira Tozawa versus the Final Testament. You know what, guys? I hate to say this, but the Final Testament makes me yawn. Really, I just yawned just thinking about them. The whole faction, it makes me yawn. It really does. Anyways, here we are now with Sami Zayn is on his way out, guys.
WWE today announced the second installment of WWE Superstar Sami Zayn's comedy show. It'll take place at the Agora Theater in Cleveland on Friday, August 2nd, as part of SummerSlam weekend.
I know, Andrew. I totally get it. I don't know how is the Final Testament still relevant. I don't know why are they still getting booked. They've achieved nothing as a team at all. No titles, no storylines. I think no pay-per-view matches ever. So why are they still a team? Why is it still going on? What is Paul Ellering adding to the equation? Paul Ellering is praised for being the Authors of Pain's manager. He was praised for his work in NXT with the Authors of Pain. Went away, and the fans complained that he went away. He came back, but what has he added? What has he done during his time with the group? Nothing. Scarlett Bordeaux, what has she done with the group? Nothing. You've got 2 managers in that freaking group, and both of them have done nothing. It's terrible. It's terrible. I know, Andy, he's a genius, but is he being used right? I don't think so. Scarlett Bordeaux is absolutely gorgeous. Is she being used right? I don't think so. That's it. By the way, Ilya Dragunov with a nice chop across the chest of Sami Zayn. Looking at the time here, guys, we've got about 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left before the show's gonna get over, and I'm just waiting until Braun Breaker shows up, because I'm pretty damn sure he's gotta show up. And here we are. They're trading elbow strikes over here between each other. Elbow strike from Ilya Dragunov. 3 elbow strikes in a row before Sami Zayn actually goes down to the mat. And Ilya was running over to Sami Zayn before he's tossed to the outside. Sami Zayn now on the apron, kicking Ilya Dragunov away. He's got to go for a springboard. There you go, to the outside. And Ilya goes down. It seems like we're going to go to a commercial break now. Yeah, we are. It was stupid of me to actually assume that they had reduced the number of commercial breaks in their programming, because they have not. Nothing's changed. We're still getting as many commercials even during the main event. We are. And Andy says, WWE don't invest in managers anymore. That's why they only call Paul Heyman a Weissman, no manager. Yeah, makes sense, brother. You're totally right about that. It's a shame that they're not able to use Paul Ellering to even, I don't think that Paul Ellering has even been able to offer a percent of what he actually can offer and what he's actually capable of. It's crazy. It's terrible. It's terrible. Right. So the commercial break's still going on. We got about 10 minutes left before the show is gonna be over. So far, what do you feel, Andy? What do you feel, Ricky? All of you guys, what do you feel about the show? Do you feel like it's been a sweet show? How would you rate it out of 10? Let me know, because I feel like the show was nice. It had a nice flow to it. It had some very special moments too. But is this main event worthy of a main event? So far, I really doubt it. But who knows? Maybe there's something coming. So far, I would give this show an 8.5. I think it was an entertaining show. I don't think that there were any dull moments tonight. Except for that Katana, Chance, Caden Carter match. That was terrible. But I'm going to overlook it tonight because, we had a very special moment with the Wyatts. And it was fantastic. Right, so we're gonna overload that Katana Chance thing, but overall, fantastic show. 8.5 from me to Raw tonight. It was vanilla. It was really nice seeing Wyatt. Absolutely, brother. I agree with that, Andy. It was really nice seeing them. It's really nice. And also, this is me watching Raw live for the first time in months, right? Because ever since we stopped doing the watch-alongs, I had really not been watching Raw at all. And it's really the first that I'm doing in a very long time. So, it's that. Commercial's still going on. Let's go. Hey, Broman is back. He says, it has been alright. They're building on new storylines after a pay-per-view. I agree. And, I'm happy with all that we got to see tonight. Even Damian Priest versus Braun, what's his name? Braun Strowman, right? He's so irrelevant, I forgot his name. And now we got two Brauns on the roster, right? Braun Breaker, Braun Strowman. Obviously, Breaker being more popular now than Strowman, so that's that. But yeah, it's been a sweet show. And again, I'm very happy with the way that they're booking SummerSlam. Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley is fantastic. The Drew McIntyre drama is beautiful. Everything is great. Gunther, Damian Priest, it seems like it's off to the right start, and the build-up is only going to get more intense and crazier as the weeks go on. It's going to be great. I'm excited. And Sami Zayn, by the way, we're back from the commercial break. Thank you. And Ilya Dragunov now with some elbow strikes right and left to Sami Zayn before Sami Zayn trying to slow him down. Ilya is back at it. Big-ass clothesline here from Ilya Dragunov to Sami Zayn. And looking at the time, we got about 7 minutes left before the show's gonna be over. So let's see. I predict no title changes tonight. I really don't. I wanted the title to take place. The title change to take place tonight, but I don't think it's gonna be happening. And here we are, dragging over to the ropes, rebounds, and a boot to the face of Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn is in trouble again. Dragunov grabbing Sami, trying to lift him up. There we are. Sami getting away very quickly. Elbow strike to Dragunov once and twice. And Dragunov with an Irish whip. Sami was going to go for the springboard. Dragunov gets out of the way very quickly. And Sami now with the clothesline getting Dragunov down. Water. And there you are. Sami was trying to lift Dragunov up. Dragunov had headlock locked him on him. Sami gets away. One more time, Dragunov holds on. Elbow strike to the back of Sami, trying to slow him down. A knee strike to the chest. There we are. One more time, he was going to go for a big-ass clothesline. Sami dodges and sends him down hard. Go for the cover. It's a near fall and a kick out. Wow, big boot to the face of Sami Zayn here from Dragunov. Again, he does it again. Sami is in trouble. He's dizzy, he's dazed. Dragunov gets behind him, was gonna go German suplex over here. From Dragunov to Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn goes down hard. Dragunov, just when he was looking to dominate, was running over to Sami. Sami hits him with a boot to the face one more time. He grabs him and sends him back first into the turnbuckle. Dragunov in big trouble over here. And Sami looks like he wants to go for the Helua kick. Here's Sami running over to Dragunov. Dragunov, though, one step ahead, runs over to Sami, hits him with a boot to the face, going for the cover of Sami Zayn. Near fall, it's a 2.4 and a kick out. Yeah. That was a crazy nice boot to the face. One more time, he sends Sami Zayn back first into the mat. Looks like he's looking to climb.
It could well be. Dragunov went for the H-bomb. Sami Zayn got a boot up.
Hello, good morning, good to see you. Go for the cover on Dragunov one more time, and it's a kick out. Good to see you as well. Welcome.
Dayton, Ohio. This is for the Intercontinental Championship. Sami Zayn against Ilya Dragunov. Zayn, a 4-time Intercontinental Champion, once an NXT Champion, much like Dragunov was.
Yeah, it's a joke. We're not going to see any title changes. We got 3 minutes left before the show's got to be over, guys. 3 minutes. And a boot to the face, I'm sorry, a knee strike to the face of Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn collapses to the outside. Dragunov will have to drag him back in order to even attempt a pinfall over here. Dragunov on the apron, looking to jump to the outside, it seems. He's looking for a dive, or maybe he's looking for an elbow drop. There you go, elbow drop actually to the face of Sami. Sami in trouble. Got about 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes here before the show's got to be over. So whatever Dragunov wants to do, he's got to make it quick. He grabs Sami, sends him back into the ring over here. And usually if you send your opponent back into the ring and follow him inside, you pay the price. So this could be where the tables actually turn around. Not in a good way for Ilya, but in a good way for Sami. Oh, maybe not actually. Nice. Nice coast to coast over here from Dragunov to Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn seems like he's knocked out cold. Alright, go for the cover on Dragunov over here. Sami Zayn rolling up, rolling his shoulders up, but Dragunov kicks out. Got 2 more minutes left. Let's see, guys, what happens. Braun Breaker has not shown up yet, which is surprising, right? No Braun Breaker. They got 2 minutes left. I really hope that Dragunov does not lose clean. Like, that is something that should not happen. And a headbutt over here from Dragunov to Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn taking it back, and a Helua kick. While Dragunov was on the apron, Sami hits him with a Helua kick of his own. Wow. Dragunov has been thrown to the outside.
Now the official begins to the count of 2 as Sami rolls out of the ring. And trying to drag Dragunov back into the ring to pick up the victory here.
Braun Breaker's here, as expected. Okay, Braun. I'm not sure if he's gonna get suspended too for this, because Adam Pearce did threaten him with a suspension. As expected, Braun Breaker spears Dragunov, causing a DQ finish, and even though Dragunov has won via DQ, the title will not change hands. The match means nothing. That's right, Ricky. So is it going to be a rematch, or as Andy suggested earlier, are we going to get a 3-way between Braun Breaker, Sami Zayn, and of course Dragunov at SummerSlam? That's the question. Thank you for that, my brother Andy. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. It was a great night, great evening watching this show with all of you. So thank you so much, brothers. It was fantastic being here, as always. I see Ricky. Alright, with that being said, guys, the match is officially over. The show is officially over. We'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see what happens next week. We'll see what happens at SummerSlam. Is it going to be a three-way? Is it going to be a one-on-one? We're going to find out. But until then, it was fantastic being here. Really a great draw, a fantastic draw. I have no complaints. Maybe Braun Breaker, you know, him doing what he did was a little bit of a complaint. But really no complaints. Amazing show. I want to thank everybody for being here one more time. Thank you so much for always supporting me, you know, showing me so much love and support. Really forever grateful for it. And thank you, Broman. It was amazing having you here after such a long time. I look forward to speaking with all of you, to chatting with you Wednesday for AEW 250. We're going to be celebrating 250 episodes of AEW. It's going to be good. And until then, I hope you all have a good night. I hope you sleep well. Take care of yourself. And I will see you Wednesday for AEW 250. Thank you, guys. Try not to get your yeet. That's right. I will try. I'll try. Thank you, Broman. Thanks, Ricky. Thanks, Drew. Thanks, Andy. Thank you, One Nail. Thank you, everybody, for being here. My brother, Andrew. Thank you, Sujit. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Good night. Sleep well. Take care. And I will see you Wednesday for AEW 250. Take care, guys.